This episode of the Bayou Dragons podcast is proudly brought to you by Dragon Industrial Wrap.
Fierce. Ready for any project, no matter how big or how small. Dragon Industrial Wrap.
We are here for episode 33 of the Bayou Dragons podcast. Per usual, me and Mitch McCall. And today we have reoccurring guests Damone Bailey and our good friend Christian Grundle Simpson.
Good evening.
What's up, guys?
We have been, well, first off, Damon, you've been a very hot topic on getting you back in on the podcast. Multiple people have messaged saying, we want that big fuck back. That was literally quote for quote, like they called you Goliath, they called you Sasquatch.
XL.
Yeah, they called you big. And then Grundle. We've been Christian Grundle. We're going to go into why we a select few. Well, I'm going to keep calling you Grundle because that's what I've called you.
What does that mean?
Well, no. Well, first off, Grundle is.
We'll actually get to that topic.
Yeah.
We'll get to that here in a
Yeah.
little bit when we talk about how the name came about.
Yes.
We
Okay.
are beyond excited to have Grundle joining us today. That's for sure.
And then we even have a spectator today, Jordan Johnson. He's back there just going to drink some beers. He might hop on here in a segment or two.
Professional baseball player.
He damn near could have been. He pooched, though. He pooched. All he did, he pooched. I mean, he broke the GAC RBI, hitting, home run record, did all that shit, and then he still pooched. So we'll get to that here in a little bit. But Grundle and Damone, man. Glad y'all are here.
Glad to be back.
Good to be here.
How did y'all, before we get into it, how'd y'all like the dinner?
Man, that elk was good, man.
Thank you, 13 Pacific Waves. He fucking killed it with sending us some fucking fresh.
For sure. If I only had one complaint, it was the next time if he could send some man-sized steaks.
That was my first time ever eating elk. Porter sous vide it per usual. Seared it on the old smoky on the back porch, and outstanding flavor first off, and the meat was in. I don't know how they shipped it with dry ice. You said they had like some,
Yeah, he shipped it from Minnesota.
Yeah, it came in great shape. It was still frozen with the dry
yeah.
ice, and man, great flavor. Porter did a great job on that.
Yep.
I just needed 6 more plates. Though,
Yeah.
For myself, anyway.
Yeah.
I know Grundle was probably good with the single plate he ate. But.
I mean, I could have ate another plate or two, but for the most part, it was good, man.
I tried to save a little bit for Jordan because he said he was coming over, and then Damone just went.
I apologize. I did not know you were attending at the time.
Well, that wasn't all Damone either. I mean, I think I took about four more pieces out of that plate too.
That shit was good. That was the first time I ever done the elk steak, so that was fucking great.
Just for the listeners and viewers, Porter's presentation on his meals trumps any restaurant that I've ever been to in my life. I mean, the plate, the pageantry.
Oh, he made a comment, man.
The way he sets it in front of you.
What did you say, Porter, about the presentation when you made the plates? You said what?
Well, this is something that, and our good friend that gave us this meal, if it's something like a food that how the fuck did I even say it? I said it very eloquently. It
sounded very good when you said it.
It sounded good when you said it earlier, but basically, this man worked hard to get this kill, get this meat. I'm going to present it in a way that
should be acceptable,
respectable, yeah,
like,
something like that.
I mean,
Photo worthy,
and I do that with my own kills. I want it to be. I worked hard for this. I did the preparation. I did the hunting. I did the killing. I did the cleaning. I want it to be, and I do that with just me and my wife. If I just do a 2-person dinner, I'm still prepping it. I'm making the plate look nice. Like the whole situation, I want that. I respect the animal and or, whatever it is. If it's fucking poultry, I'm still going to make it look nice.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think you need to put a level of respect into what you're cooking.
100%.
I mean, it's not no fucking ramen noodles. Yeah, just throw it in a bowl and fucking throw some hot water on it. But
yeah,
like
absolutely.
if it's something that's been alive, I think that's how you show your sign of respect is to make it look pretty. And then it just helps with I think if you go into it like, oh wow, this looks great, it tastes great, then the whole experience is even better than just like a bowl of fucking jambalaya, and you're like, man, this shit tastes great, but it always
also
looks
drinking a ice cold Coors Light.
I definitely paired. I drank whiskey during mine. I paired I paired mine with that small batch Elijah Craig, and it was.
And I will say, most of the meals that Porter cooks for us on these when we do the podcast nights, he sous vide. I don't know how to pronounce the word sous vide. I guess he sous vides these meats. And how does that work really? Because we talk about it every time we start the podcast. Porter sous vide this. So basically, you're cooking the meat in a pot of water. The meat's vacuum sealed.
Yeah, so like these elk steaks, I salted pink Himalayan salt and then just some black, like corn pepper flakes. Just grinded both of those. I vacuum seal it and I put it in 55 degrees Celsius. And I put these in because they're a little bit smaller than like a 1-inch ribeye. I did it for 40 minutes, pulled it off, and you had the old smoky gray charcoal hot as shit. And I went basically maybe 45 seconds each side, pulled it, and I took that Dow Strong knife, cut it up into thin slices, medium rare. Beautiful.
And I started to eat most of my meat medium rare now. I mean, just because of the flavor.
Best way to do it.
You get the flavor from it. Like people that, and look, you can cook yours well done or however you want to, and it's fine. It's just, it's tough. If you sous vide a steak and cook it medium rare, like that elk today, you could literally pull
Melts
it apart.
in your mouth.
You could pull it apart with your fingers. So
I like eating beef jerky out of a bag, not on a plate. So
Go to a
you know what I mean?
steakhouse. Go to a steakhouse. Cut the horns off. Wipe his ass and put them on my plate.
Well, dude, I remember actually one time with Damone and Mitchell, I ate a raw steak. Remember that time at Gator Country, I ate that raw steak?
We're actually making the kebabs.
We were making the kebabs.
We chopped up all the steak.
It was
And,
marinating.
Mitchell and Porter were marinating that shit. I look over there, and Porter's just taking these cubes of raw meat and just eating them. We were extremely intoxicated as well. But I was like, wow, that's rare. He's like, doesn't get no better, man.
It don't, man. If it's handled properly, and that's why like all the wild game that we do, most of it we clean and cook like ourselves. So yeah, I'm gonna cook it as rare as I can because I know where it's been. It's been on my kitchen counter getting like quartered up. Like we did 4 deer in my kitchen when my wife was gone at work, and I was just like, we got to just clean. All we had to do is clean up this mess before she gets home because we just had 4 fucking deer straight from the cooler onto my island. Like it was a mess, but fantastic. And that sausage was good too today, which that was Yellow Rose. They did the sausage.
Yellow Rose out of Winnie. So we got Grundle here today, and a bunch of you might ask, what the fuck is a Grundle? Or why are y'all saying Grundle? So Grundle we've known him for years. He's a great friend of ours. We do a lot of hunting, fishing, and stuff together. And he acquired this name on a specific morning, and I think Porter or Grundle should tell the story of how the name came about, and it just stuck, man. His name is Christian, but it's Grundle to us. So let's talk about the story, man.
Go ahead, Grundle.
So I don't exactly remember where we were at. It was me, Porter, Mitchell. We're sitting out there hunting one morning.
Middleton.
It was Middleton?
That was Middleton.
We're hunting Middleton one morning, and I'm not shitting you when I tell you this. First bird that comes in that morning is a mallard hen. She comes flying in. She cups up, does everything perfect, and I shoot her. Boom.
Does it dirty?
Does it
With the triple barrel.
Absolutely. Oh, with the triple barrel. Does it absolutely fucking dirty. She hits the water, and the whole time I'm watching it, man, that wind was blowing pretty hard, and it was just pushing this bird all the way to the back side of this pond we're hunting. I'm like, man, that fucking sucks. Sitting here.
No dog?
No dog.
No dog.
Shot my first mallard hen, and she just floating off. Well, the whole time we're sitting there, and this mallard hen is just floating off to the backside of this pond. This old hawk comes flying around. Oh, we just know what's about to happen. That bird got to the backside of that pond. This hawk flew down. I'm talking about his deep breasting it. Well, the whole time that bird is just devouring my bird. I hear Mitchell go. Somehow tank got brought up. Somebody's gooch or tank got brought up. And we're sitting.
Do you want to and tell what a gooch or taint is? Just
elaborate for them.
That's a part from your ball sack to your asshole.
They call it
That
the
little
ass
skin.
neck.
Yeah,
It's the piece of
the
skin,
ass neck. Yeah,
the
the
texture,
ass
that little piece of skin right there with the odd texture.
So no, we're sitting there, and I hear tank get brought up, and the whole time they're sitting there having this conversation, I'm watching this bird, and it's just destroying my mallard hen, and all I hear is Grundle. And I turn around and look at them, and they're both looking at me, and Mitchell goes, "That's your name." And I was like, I was like, well, all right, well, I guess my name's Grundle from now on. You know what I mean? Every time I get around him now, it's just Grundle. Like, sometimes I forget my own name.
My
because
wife even calls you Grundle.
Yeah, everybody. But now there's a certain don't get this shit twisted. There's a certain handful that can call me Grundle.
Look,
Like outsiders looking in, you can't call me Grundle. This is a certain handful.
yeah, don't call him Grundle. That's a special. So, yes, that's when you got it. But I remember the conversation fully. It was before we were hunting. It was me, you, and Mitch, and me and you were sitting on the front of the boat, and we're just talking. And we're talking about dirty shit, whatever.
Oh, blind talk is the best.
Just blind talk.
Locker room talk.
Locker room talk. We're just talking locker room talk. And Mitchell's up there in the front of the boat trying to croak. And we were talking, about maybe buttholes and whatnot. And I used the term Grundle. Well, Mitchell perks up and goes, Grundle, I haven't heard that name. Like, I haven't heard it like a taint called that
in a while.
In a long time. And I was like, we joked about it, blah, blah, blah. That then when your mallard hen got destroyed by a red-tail hawk, and we said something about Grundle, and it's just Mitchell goes,
That's the way Mitchell did it, though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm literally looking at this bird destroying my mallard hen. I hear Grundle get called, and I look at Mitchell. Mitchell goes, "That's your name, your name." I was like, "Well, fuck it. I guess we're going to run with it."
I
Then
did feel bad for Grundle that morning because, like he said, it was his first ever mallard hen, and this was a good sized pond. The wind was whipping, and it blew that bird. We'll get it later. And then that hawk started circling, and when I tell you that hawk picked that bird to the bone, clean. No, you ain't doing nothing with that.
well, dude,
bird.
it was so funny because remember, like Grundle got up and was like, he goes, "That's my bird. That's my bird." And we're like, "Dude, just sit down. It's fine." Dude, this south wind's going to push him right up against that north bank. It's cool. That hawk had his way with him. It ate the Grundle off that fucking bird.
Sure did.
I probably would have had to give him the triple barrel, man.
Just
out of spite.
Hey, that triple barrel's a bad bitch, man.
Do you still have that shotgun?
Oh yeah, I still have it, man. I went one full year without cleaning it. Brought it out the duck hunt. I mean, it never missed a beat. I mean, it still shoots smooth. I mean,
Now-
you can't beat that gun.
The only thing I don't like about the triple barrel,
Oh, it's heavy as fuck.
it's a heavy bitch.
dude,
Yeah.
it's like holding a 25-pound plate on your shoulder and then just shooting like cannon.
Seriously.
It is huge. And so what people, if you don't hunt, it's a literal, you would see like in the cartoons or whatever, if you don't watch it's a double barrel.
It's literally looks
And then-
like that.
Yeah, it's a triangle. It's it's legit.
And what's crazy is a lot of people told me that you can fire off or not necessarily all three barrels at the same time, but like if you like a certain way that you can hold it, you know what I mean? Like you can sit there and just go boom, 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 boom. I did it one time last year and it scared the absolute shit out of me. I'm talking about like when I shot it, it went boom, 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 like almost blew me back into Mars. I was like, God damn,
You remember
it's just legit.
the A1 snap of Grundle? With the scary movie reference talking about
No,
7 days.
it's been 7 days.
It's been 7 days.
7 days.
Hey, we like to have fun out there, man. Do some fun shit.
Cut up.
But anyway, yeah, we've had some great memories with Grundle. Me and Grundle have some pretty interesting stories from the bayou.
Man, I get a phone call one evening after working days. Mitchell calls me up. Hey man, my boat just got out of the shop. He was like, "You want to go on the bayou? You can go run it with me." I was like, "Hell yeah, let's go run this boat on the bayou." We launched over at Leon's. We come out. We heading back towards Pine Tree. Actually, we stopped at Pine Tree, drank a few, got about to eat. We're on the way back, and man, it's 8 p.m. I mean, it's dark as hell outside. Well, Mitch has I don't know what the length of it is. He has a big ass light bar on the front of his boat,
It's like 18 inches.
18 inches.
Yeah, it's a solid light bar.
I wish
Foot and a half.
I wish I had 18 inches. But anyways, so we're coming back, and we're coming back on the bayou, or coming back, heading back towards the boat ramp, and man, we're just sitting there, we're just booze cruising.
No,
I mean, that's literally all we're doing was just booze
putt-putting,
cruising.
Putt-putting down the middle of the bayou.
Seriously.
Light bar is on. We're just chilling,
Yeah, listening to music, drinking beer, bullshitting, and this boat comes around this corner, and we seen it the whole time. The boat never got off plane. Like the boat was like this the entire time, and I looked at Mitchell and I was like, surely not. Surely this boat ain't gonna fucking hit us. He gets a little closer. I'm like, man, surely not. Excuse me. And it gets closer and closer. And about that time, I sit on the front of the boat and I'm waving my hands. I'm like, man, this motherfucker's about to hit us. And sure enough, he hits us. I bail off to the left. The boat goes to the right. And, man, let me just let everybody know, I'm in my work uniform. Like, I got my keys in my pocket, my phone in my pocket, wallet, all that good shit on me. And so I come out of the water, man, I'm pissed. Like, I'm cussing up and down. And Mitchell just kept screaming, Christian, get back in the boat. Get back in the boat. So I swim back up to the boat. I get in the boat. Mitchell had done grabbed this boat, or the dude that hit us, he done grabbed this boat, was pulling it towards us the whole time. And I'm talking about just lays one to him. Boom, smokes this motherfucker. And it was loud enough for me to go, God damn, like that was a solid ass punch.
Well, let me tell you one thing, okay? I don't get mad. I'm not an angry person. It takes a lot to piss me off, but this dude, he wasn't right in the head.
He was being fucking stupid.
He was impaired. He was probably on some drugs or something.
Very
he came around and we're in the middle of the bayou, got the lights on, and he should have saw us. Anyone, sober would have saw, and we weren't. We had a couple beers, we were fine. And this dude just hits us head on. Grundle had to bail off, and I ducked down the back of the boat. And when he hit us, he kind of went off to the side. He fucked up my boat a little bit, but it really pissed me off because Grundle had to bail. I mean, what if I had a kid in the boat or something? Like, you don't fucking go on the bayou like that.
Right.
But
well, Mitchell hit him that first time, dude. I'm talking about. I went, God damn, like he stuck him pretty good.
Hit him flush, man.
Oh, very flush. Well, then about the time I'm getting in the boat and I'm trying to figure out what the hell really was going on. Mitchell done hit him again. I said, man, fuck this. I'm gonna get mine in too.
I'm soaking ass wet. I'm about to knock your motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm the one. I'm the one that should be pissed off. And I hopped in the boat with him and I'd hit him. I run back to the back of the boat and I'm decking this motherfucker. And Mitchell grabs me, puts me in the boat, pushes that dude boat off. And he's like, the best thing for you to do is get the fuck out of here before I drown you in this motherfucking bayou right now. Yep. And he did too. He shagged ass. Man, we get back to Leon's. I get in my truck. And the whole time, me and Mitch are like, man, we got to turn around and just go follow his ass. Go find out what boat ramp he's going to and just beat the shit out of him.
But do y'all not remember who y'all...
I'm going to take it now.
Yeah, y'all...
So, at this time, I'm a patrolman. That was before I went to livestock and CID, and I get this, look at my phone. Mitchell's calling me. I said, oh, that's my boy, I'm like, what's up, dog? And he's like, hey, man, I'm in a fucking bind. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, what have you done? So he runs this whole thing down to me, and I'm like, man, fuck that dude. So I'm like, number one, he rams your boat with a boat. I mean, that's ag assault with a deadly weapon, basically.
Yeah.
On top of that, he damaged your boat, which, I mean, there you got criminal mischief. And then Mitch was like, man, so, like, somehow his wallet landed in my boat.
No, what happened was, I'll tell you what happened. When he hit my boat, he had a dry box, and it fell out of his boat, and I pushed him off, told him what I told him. He took off, and I grabbed that dry box, had his wallet in it, and his ID. I was like, man. I figured out who he was, where he lived, and everything. And this dude was, he wasn't. You could tell,
Well, he had a what was it? A prison card.
I'm not going to say any names, but he was a fucking sex offender. So yeah.
We should.
We'll leave it at that. And I was like, man, fuck that dude. The best thing you do is lose that stuff, whatever. And I mean, obviously. You told me your story. He didn't call and report it. If he reports it later on, I know what happened. And, if anything, I mean, most of the shit was on him, You defended yourself, basically. I mean, he committed piracy, basically.
Basically.
Fuck that dude.
I bet that motherfucker would never catch plane or never not get on plane again.
No, he should have told it. You should have took his fucking kill switch and threw that motherfucker in the bayou and then pushed him off.
Should have just threw his ass in the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitchell called me like pretty quick after that. I don't remember if I was at work or if I was just at home, and he's like, bro, you wouldn't imagine what me and Grundle just went through. I'm like, tell me.
I hope that guy watches this podcast.
Yeah,
he doesn't. Shit. He doesn't have a TV.
Hey, what's crazy? What's crazy is about 2 weeks. 2 weeks after all that happened, I'm at the Stop and Drive right there in Finette, and I actually seen that son of a bitch at Stop and Drive.
Probably had no clue, huh?
No clue what he had, or no clue who the hell I was.
He was so strung out, dude.
Oh, like a son. Well, they were hanging out on that sandbar too. They took that sandbar during the week, and they were just, I mean, God knows what the hell they were doing, but I mean, You pass by, and I'm talking about some serious tweakers.
Hitting the light bulb, son.
What? That high speed chicken feed.
Porter, hit me with one of them Coors there, bud.
But yeah, that's the kind of shit that it usually doesn't happen on the bayou where we all hang out. We usually don't run into people like that. Usually everyone, is
Cool, calm, and collective.
Yeah, cool, calm, and collected, just having a good time and, not getting too to the point where they can do shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was upset for Grundle and Mitchell whenever he's like, dude, my boat, just literally a dude ran into my boat. I was like, neat. He's like, I hit him and Grundle hit him. I'm like, perfect. I imagine Grundle's little wet ass in that fucking those
He looked
Nomex.
like a wet dog, man.
I was pissed,
bro,
man.
just like a little wet lab rat just getting out and just
In his Nomex.
By the time
What
I
did he
got,
look like? The Notre Dame guy. The college.
Are you calling
about
Grundle
the-
short?
you talking about the fucking leprechaun?
A fighting Irish, man. He's like 2 dukes up,
We're about to see a fight between Grundle and Damone.
I think the bone to get that one.
I'm not so
I
sure,
ain't
man.
gonna, I ain't gonna test that one.
Nah, man.
He's too damn. He's out of my weight class.
He's probably 100 pounds at your weight class.
Grundle said, I'm one of a handful of people that can call him Grundle, so.
Well, no one would argue with you anyway. Even if you weren't, no one
Yeah, I
would say
believe
anything.
at that point you can call me whatever the fuck you want,
Yeah.
want to
First
call
time
me.
you told me that, you're like, Damone, you can call me whatever you want to, man. I'm like, nah, man, you're my homie.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's cool, man.
That's baby girl.
But
yeah.
nah, yeah, that shit. I mean, people we hang around with, though, man.
Christian does not have shit in his neck. If you pop off, doesn't matter. If it was anybody but me, my size, Grundle would hit you right in the fucking mouth.
Oh man, to an extent, I'd rather just walk away from the shit. But if seems like every time we go out, shit just seems to follow us around. So I mean, the best thing you can do is walk away from it. If you can't, face that shit right there.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
So-
what's the worst that can happen? Get your ass kicked. Wake up next morning and go, all right, well,
Bill's character.
There's a lot of people though that, and especially people online, they haven't had their ass kicked.
Especially nowadays, man. You
Dude.
bump them. Most of the time, if they run their mouth behind a keyboard and they get pumped up a little bit out in public, and then Christian doesn't give a fuck if you're 7 foot tall or the size of a chihuahua. You talk shit, you're like, Christian's like, what,
Talk-
bitch? And they're like,
talk
oh
shit.
man, you
That-
bump them a little bit, and they're like, oh no.
That's the thing. Most people haven't got their ass kicked, so that's why they act like they do.
Yeah, and nobody talks shit
Get
back
hit
to them,
get hit once in the mouth, and you will be like, okay, that does not feel good. You don't even have to get your ass kicked. Have you ever been punched in the fucking mouth?
Well, it's like what Mike Tyson said, man. Everybody's got a fucking plan until you get punched in the face.
Yeah, and then you're just
And then
like,
it's like, oh fuck, that hurts.
yeah, I don't want to get beat up. That's why I don't talk shit to nobody.
Hey, we go up to the casino one night. I mean, I'm shit faced, man. Me and Mitchell go to the bathroom. We're walking out, and I'm doing my belt, and I'm not shitting you. This dude, he's every bit of what 6'3", 6'4",
He's
bald,
a big guy.
bald headed motherfucker. He bumps into me.
Hey, what about bald headed motherfuckers, dog?
Oh, ain't no all love.
Easy, bro.
No, all love with bald headed people.
Hey, yeah, easy,
Nah,
bro.
we walk out of the bathroom. This big bald head son of a bitch. He bumps into me. I'm not shitting you. This dude's every bit of 6'2", 6'3". He bumps into me. Goes, hey man, you good? I turn around, look at him, and I'm looking up. I'm going, yeah, motherfucker, I'm good.
No, what you said was Grundle was intoxicated.
I was very intoxicated.
And this guy bumps into Grundle. I don't know what he said, and Grundle looks back up at me. He's like, "Good motherfucker, I'll bust your ass." And I just grab Grundle and pull him back. I'm like, "Dude,
Mitchell,
stop."
Mitchell literally grabs me. We go back to the casino floor, and I looked over at Mitch. I said, "Yo, that dude would definitely whoop my ass." I said, "But I mean, literally, there was so much other, so much other walk space that he could have walked in. He just got to bump into me. Like I'm gonna bump into this little motherfucker. Man, fuck that.
Fuck you.
Yeah, don't want to push that fucking size around on people.
I guess you are the smallest out of everybody because if J. John hops on this, you see that he's the second biggest person in this room. It goes Damone, J. John, Mitchell, me, and then there's Grundle.
No, there's Sadie, and then there's me.
Yeah, I guess Mitchell's fat ass fucking dog. But I guess you probably get picked on a lot, Grundle. And not saying because you look like someone that should get picked on, you're just smaller. Mm-hmm. I mean, how tall are you? 5'8", 5'6"?
Shit, I'm glad. Oh yeah, 5'9". You had it right. 5'8".
5'8".
5'8"
so
and a
you're,
half.
So you're 5'8" and $165 maybe?
Nah, I'm 5'6".
5'6"?
Yeah, about $160.
About $160. So like people think like small people you can just pick on. It's like
Yeah, which is bullshit. I mean, I'm trying to have a good time. Y'all want to fuck with me? Like, they got another dude over there 7 foot. Hey, go.
At the
go
same
find
time, I deal with the same amount of shit you do going to the fucking club.
Yeah.
Because he's so big.
Because there's somebody Grundle size that walks by and looks at me that's fucked off on whiskey or whatever it is, and they look like, "Oh, you think you're big, motherfucker?" And I look down, I'm like,
What the fuck am I supposed to do about it?
Physically, yes.
Yeah,
I
now-
don't think I'm big. I know I'm large, but I didn't say jack shit to you. And then next thing you know, all the fucking bouncers are coming. Hey, man, calm down. I'm like, man, fuck, tell this motherfucker to calm down, you know?
I'm to the point now where I don't.
He
really-
deals with it from that direction, then I deal with it from the other way because somebody's got a little man complex somewhere. No offense, Grundle.
Grundle
but
doesn't have little man.
Every fucking time. I don't go out no more.
That's what I was
I
gonna
haven't
say.
been out in years, bro.
I just try to go out and have a good time, man. If shit happens, shit happens. Fuck
I don't even care to go out anymore. You go drink beer on the back porch, have your buddies over. Go out.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I go out to a bar, there's always some bullshit now. Like, it's like,
It just seems like we walk around with a tattoo on the forehead going or saying, please
Punch
fuck
me.
with that. Please fuck with us. Like, we're here to start shit.
Yeah.
Like, please fuck with us.
yeah, I don't care to go out. I mean, really at all. I mean, there's special occasions we'll go out, but just sit on the porch and have fun. Just as much fun here as I would going to a bar.
Yeah.
I was with a buddy of mine from Orange, and it was Memorial Weekend. This was years ago. I was a fucking teenager, but I've always been a large fella. And this dude, his last name was Broussard. I'll leave his first name out, but he was just as big as me, if not a little bit bigger. And we're just standing there minding our own business. He's got his girlfriend there, and I was at the time, this girl I was talking to. We're just fucking hanging out, and this random dude in the crowd walks up. It's like, he looks at me and then looks at my buddy Broussard, and looks back at me. He's like, yeah, I like whooping the fuck out of big motherfuckers. And I look, and before I could even cock back and hit the dude as hard as I could, my buddy Dylan had fucking banana hands. Hands made mine look small. He slapped this dude open-handed. Hoo-yah! And he just fucking goes rolling across the sand, and I look down, and I'm like, And I'm waiting on him to get up. I'm like, yeah, dude, fuck that guy. And, man, he gets up, and he's so fucked up, He sways and then sits down on his ass. I'm like, you good, man? He's like, he just nods his head, gets up, and then walks off in the crowd. I'm like, what the fuck? The most random shit. We don't know where this guy came from, but it's always some shit like that.
Yeah.
I know how you feel, Christian.
I truly believe there's people that just go out looking for bullshit. Like nowadays, they just go out to, I'm going to go out tonight and fight.
Oh, all the time.
Like, why, though?
I mean,
Why?
you can, I mean,
It's also that goes the other way. People that have always won and never got their ass kicked, they also want to go out and find shit. It's like there's no in between. It's either you've always won or you've never got your ass kicked and got in a fight. Just when you get hit once, you're gonna be like, I don't want to do that. That shit sucks.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Like-
That's not fun at all.
Like getting hit in the side of the head with a fist. Nah. I was giggling to myself before we started this podcast because this company off of Instagram reached out to us, Filthy Glasses Company. Not a sponsor of the podcast or nothing like that, but they're like, man, y'all look like y'all need some glasses. Like, fuck yeah. Come on. Dude, I put these on. I felt like I was wearing microwave, like, just doors over my face. They're amazing. They block out all the sun, all the haters.
Block out all the hate.
Go ahead. Look up Filthy Glasses Company, bro. These some bitches here. Mitchell's like,
I need a pair of those, man.
yeah, dude. Hey, these things are.
I got to figure this thing out.
I press the down button. Mitchell's opening a glass of red wine for our listeners.
all-
Down. Wait till it stops.
Penetration is reached.
Keep going.
It stopped.
Now go
spin
up
on
with it. No, go up with it.
Yeah, you
no,
gotta-
no. Ooh.
No, it's y'all continue chatting. I'm gonna figure this.
No, press down. Keep holding down.
There it goes. It's pulling it out.
There you go. Bam. Now pull it out. Bam.
There.
Wait,
Yahtzee.
what is on the cork?
I've been sitting
Snoop
on this.
Dogg.
I've been sitting on this bottle for a while. It's a very
Snoop
special
Dogg.
bottle, very expensive bottle. Snoop Red, Cali Red. Pretty excited
Oh,
about
is
Yeah.
that Snoop Dogg on the cork?
Yeah,
On
it's
the cork?
12.
No, not on the cork. I don't know
Yes.
what's on the
No, it
cork.
is. Snoop is on the cork.
Is he on the cork?
Where the hell did you buy that at?
It was a gift.
Fucking Market Basket.
It was a gift.
You can buy it at HEB, Market Basket, your local liquor store.
Dude,
Specs.
Snoop is on the cork. Look at it.
You can buy it from probably any gas station. It's about a $13.99 bottle of wine. It's the California red wine blend, actually, Snoop Dogg. I know because we drink it at our house.
I'm about to give her a shot.
It's a solid wine, honestly. For $14, it's a good wine.
It's probably just THC.
Are you drinking it straight out of the bottle?
I didn't bring any glass. I can get, if y'all want a glass, I can have Jordan fetch us a couple glasses.
Jordan,
Nah,
grab
fuck
it.
that.
No.
I'll take the pull off the bottle.
Okay, fuck it then.
All right,
Whatever.
pull it
Yeah,
off the
pass
bottle.
it around.
I hate
Have
that
a
we're.
swig first, and then you can have a swig.
Oh, I thought you had one already.
I have
I'm
not had
sorry.
one.
I thought you had one already.
Going for a swig here.
Okay,
Gin
so
and juice.
Mitchell's
Laid
drinking a red
back.
wine blend straight out of the bottle. We are heathens.
Dude, that's pretty good.
It is.
I
It's
like
a
that.
I pass that shit down this way.
for a $14 bottle of wine is fucking fantastic. But
1,400. You say?
yeah, so Snoop Dogg's wine is $1,400. We're passing around on the podcast.
I feel like I'm at church.
That's pretty good.
I'm
bet.
good. Don't pass it down to me.
Quick question. Quick
No,
question.
Okay.
Take a pull off the brother.
Did Suge Knight kill
Yes.
Biggie's?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, dude, I don't know.
Yes.
Shit.
He
You know,
did.
back in the day,
No,
Snoop,
he did.
Snoop was with the Bloods.
He did.
All of them. Tupac and everybody.
He did.
I watched that show actually on Netflix.
On
Did you ever
Netflix,
see it?
yeah.
What was
trying
it
to
called?
take it off.
Unsolved.
It was a badass little
I did
series,
watch
too.
it.
It was, man.
was
10
a dope
episodes.
series.
Very good.
How did y'all not stab yourself with the metal part of this freaking rap?
I used to work in a prison, so
We're professional
good at
wine
not getting
drinkers.
stabbed.
Okay, no to all y'all's things.
I do highly recommend the Snoop Dogg wine, though, to the viewers. That's a good wine right there. For a special occasion only, though.
Cali
you-
Red.
Get you drunk and high.
Oh.
That's
Don't-
why he sells it.
Oh, okay.
No.
Me and my wife, we've been talking about
No,
starting.
yes, no.
Me and my wife been talking about it, and I patented it already, so no one try to copy this. That's
19
listening.
crimes.
Yes, a 19 crimes wine is fun. Yeah.
19 crimes.
Well, so have you heard of 19 crimes?
Well, just now when I read the label.
Oh,
of that
so
wine.
if there's an app, it's the 19 Crimes app. You look at the bottle of wine and you put your camera up to it. It's different, like old gangsters or people in prison, like Al Capone's on one of them, and like the picture moves and tells you like why they're locked up, whatever. Like Snoop Dogg's definitely the most like wussy of all of them because he's like, you mean drug charges, like
possession of marijuana.
possession of marijuana, and then you have Al Capone. I killed 48 people, and like I got a Cabernet named after me. Like,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's
like
good. I do like that. I do.
it is. No, Snoop's is probably the. I mean, I do like
Snoop's a soft ass criminal.
he's the soft dude. I think the funniest joke was that who was that cooking lady that used to
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart has a worse criminal record than Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah.
She should be on a wine,
Martha's crunk, bro.
dude. And then you have Snoop Dogg who's over here just smoking weed. Like, come on, boy. We all do that shit. Come on. Anyway, thank you, 19 Crimes. Thank you, Filthy Shades. So Grundle,
What's up?
you've been hunting, fishing all your life,
Mm-hmm.
and we got introduced to you when you're about. How old were you when you
Shit.
moved to our town?
I was
Because you were an outsider for a while. Everybody picked on you because they're like, yeah, man, fuck that dude.
Nah, I think I moved over to Finette when I started my freshman year in high school. Is when I was actually I don't even think I was friends with y'all until after I graduated high school. I mean, I knew who y'all were from. Mitch's brother and Jay John. Well, me and Jay John went to school together.
That
Or
big bitch.
we was in the same grade together. But Mitch, I mean, like with Mitch having with Matt, like I was good friends with Matt. Nathan and Connor, they all introduced me to Matt. And then I met Jordan and them with Ball. And then I don't think I really started hanging out with y'all till right after high school.
Yeah, so I heard you were a lot better baseball player than Jordan Johnson.
Oh, shit. If I had the size.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, let's not even talk about that. Like, you were a lot better.
Nah, hell no. Jay John, I mean, that dude right there, he's just.
Stop kissing his ass because he's right there. Dude, I know you're way better.
Nah,
Grundle, bro. What were you
hell
telling
no.
me? You used to hit way more, like, dingers than him?
Fuck no. Only hit one my whole high school career. And it was off a look. I thought I just popped up.
One more than Jordan.
One more than
Shit.
Jordan.
I saw Jay John take one. I'm not shitting you, about 450 in Bridge Shitty is when I saw Jay John take Suge.
Shots fired. Shots fired to Orange County.
450. Jordan comes up. Man, when Suge came up to the plate, or when Suge came up the pitch, I was 3 for 3. I had a single, I had a double, I had another single, and they put Suge in. We had one out, guy on second, and I told Coach Morris, I was like, man, let me fucking bunt. Like, this dude's throwing fucking heat. I'm up 96 from the left hand side. I'm like, this dude is pumping gas. And
What was that guy's name in pitching?
That's what
Was that the motherfucker?
Sugar. Chase Sugar.
Oh, okay, I'm thinking of somebody else.
Should you?
No, Cole as fuck.
pronounce
Like I actually work with a guy that's actually best friends with Suge. Cool fucking dude. Anyways, so I come up to the plate and he throws that first one down I'm talking about right down the middle. It's every bit of 96, 97. I was like,
And you shit your pants.
No, I was like, just take my fucking bat. Like, I ain't about to touch this shit.
Yeah.
So the whole time,
Pinkers.
like, at the time, coach was like, man, it's getting you two strike stance. I was like, all right, bet. I get 2 strike stance. He throws a curveball and has me out front looking stupid. I'm like, oh, well, I ain't touching this next one. And I just watched the third one. Another guy comes up. He strikes out. Here comes Jay John. Jay John just big dick this motherfucker. Hey,
Straight up long dick that motherfucker.
First pitch right down the middle. I'm talking about he takes this motherfucker yard. I've never seen a ball leave that fucking quick. Besides,
Get out, Allen.
Oh, dude, it was crazy, man.
When I was in high school, we called that going Jimmy. I'm going Jimmy.
Going Jimmy. That's what Jay John did. He went fucking Jimmy.
Hell yeah. I've seen
Down to the knee. Just.
Nah, he didn't even go down to a knee on it. That motherfucker just pimped
No,
off
I'm
and
just
said,
saying.
yeah, Chase Sugar signed this, bitch. Hey, no offense, Chase Sugar.
Did y'all beat Bridge City?
Did we beat Bridge City? Did we beat them? Did we beat them that year?
Jordan said, which time?
Yeah, which time? No, I mean, I think we beat them. We beat them that year.
Because
we
y'all
beat 'em
probably
our senior
haven't.
year, too.
Hampshire probably hasn't beat them since then because Bridge City has been solid as shit in baseball.
We beat them. We beat them our senior year, but that was like our only fucking win. I mean, we was losing to teams like.
Well, you've been out of school now for a while, Grundle. So, like, let's be real. You've been out of school for like 7 years.
Grundle still goes like to all the events and everything. He's one of those
Shit.
guys that he kind of
Dude,
hangs around.
so
school.
dude, it was insane. The other day, I went to a middle school track meet and I
I
saw
was there.
Grundle suiting up, and I was like,
Man.
Grundle, dude, you're 27. Chill, bro.
You always have that one dude that still kind of hangs around. Goes, that's
Hell
Grundle,
no.
man.
Hell no, I don't want to do that shit. We go every now and then to the high school games when they're playing home, but no, I'm not that.
I go to
serious
all of
in
them.
it.
I go to. I say can't. I don't go to all of them. I go to some, but my stepdad coaches there.
I'd like to go to some more football games.
The track meets are fun, man. Absher has some really good track meet. What are you saying, Demo?
I fixed it. My
You
foot
probably-
accidentally hit the button. I got
Yeah,
it.
keep stepping on that button.
You got them size 15s over there. You big bastard.
Shit
Anyway,
happens, man.
So let's go in a couple of questions. First off, Damone, anything recently? I know we talked a little bit about a couple of different stories, but anything recently happened that you're just like, what the fuck? Like at work, I'm saying cows get loose, something, and you might just be like, no, but I'm sure there's always there's something that's happened recently that you're just like, Jesus Christ, why do I do what I do?
No, I mean, probably the last thing was a few months ago. I want to say it was 4 little gangbangers. You know, being in livestock, I have a pretty laid back job now. You know, I deal with all cruelty cases in the county for the sheriff's office. You know, anything animal related, but I'm on the Tier 2 SWAT team or whatever, and we served a warrant on a house right across from
Mine?
over there on Phelan. Sorry. Westbrook? Is that Westbrook? I think
Maybe.
it's Westbrook in Beaumont. And,
Sure.
these 4 little kids, man, they're 16, 17 years old. Well, they were going around just robbing all the gas stations around the county, stuff like that. And so CID did their thing. They worked the case up or whatever, and they narrowed them down. They were all going back to this house. And they weren't robbing gas stations. I apologize. They were committing auto burglaries around the county. They were going to high-class neighborhoods, whatever. going in vehicles. So obviously they had a lot of cash and guns they were getting out of these cars. And CID did their thing, and they narrowed them down to they were all going back to one house or whatever. So we have a MRAP on the SWAT team. Those people don't know, that's a military vehicle, but it stands for mine-resistant, attack-proof. It's just an armored vehicle. It's international, damn near like an 18-wheeler or whatever.
Yeah. That's a bad sumbitch.
Yeah, pretty much. So we rolled that up in the front yard, completely unaware, and so I'm one of the first ones out. I go around the vehicle, whatever we, start trying to call them out because the day and age we're in now is, got to be soft,
Sensitive.
handle everybody.
It's a
with
very
soft hands.
sensitive time. You can't just get hit in the mouth.
So, in case it wasn't, I was carrying a Ram. So I didn't have a rifle. I just had my pistol. And we just angle up on the corner of the vehicle, and they start giving them commands. And we have all CID, like half a patrol with us. So the team, we get out there, we call them out, and they end up start slowly trickling out. They crack the front door or whatever. And I'll just never forget the first dude that came out. This kid is probably 17 or 18 years old. Black male, but he has hair like the Island Boys. Do you know who that is?
Yes, I do.
This fucker. Like blonde hair, too. Like shit noodles hanging off his head. And he's like acting like he don't know what the fuck's going on. So I'm like, hey, man, come on, walk over here. And he's like, man, what the hell y'all doing? Da-da-da. And my major standing off the side, he's like, man, shut the fuck up. You know what you're doing. You know why the fuck we're here. And amped up, we don't know who's in there. They have no telling how many guns or whatever. And, he just tries to act hard or whatever. And this dude don't weigh 90 pounds. And as he gets close enough, we fucking snatch that dude and, slap him in cuffs or whatever. And the only thing I felt bad was there was like 2 14-year-old girls in there that they come out, they're bawling. And you're like, oh, fuck, kind of feel bad. Like, hey, it's okay. We're not, obviously not here for you. Just come out here.
Yeah.
And then the dad comes out there, and
The dad?
the dad of one of the kids we were there to get,
He was in the house
And-
with them.
Yeah. And he's got so many felonies in his past. He's like, I didn't know all these guns were in here. Oh, yeah, man, shut the fuck up, dude. I didn't know,
Bless you.
And one of the kids, the Island boy that came out, he was one of the ones we had arrest warrants for. And CID did a fantastic job. They had the other vehicle that actually slow rolled while we were hitting the house. They're like, oh, shit. And 2 of them were in there, and one of the detectives ended up seeing them like, hey, oh, shit, that's the car. Popped them. The mom was in the driver, and she had like 9 warrants or whatever.
Jesus.
So obviously she went to jail as well. But
All for auto theft. Like,
multiple auto burglaries. Like, I can't even remember how many reports they had. But they were going to like Bevel Oaks off of 105, which is a very large, pretty good sized neighborhood.
Yeah,
That's usually a pretty
Gilbert
deep.
Lake Estates, they hit them.
they probably hit Jordan's neck of the woods, his
Yeah.
mama's house.
I don't know.
Hell yeah, Jordan.
So more like upper class neighborhoods.
Yeah,
area.
yeah. Some, places they knew they leave decent, amounts of cash in their car, handguns, jewelry, whatever.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And you'd be surprised how many people do not lock their vehicles or doors to their home.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I don't.
Huh?
I don't.
You don't do that?
No.
Well, you will be one of the next ones.
I'm sorry.
I don't care
Look,
where I am. It's a good habit
man.
to get into. Lock your vehicle, man,
So-
because you never know.
Dude, there was years and years, and I think I definitely take it for granted. But remember,
Especially where we live, because
Yeah.
most of the time we don't have that
where
problem.
you live,
Dude, I'm telling
but
you.
no.
Nowadays they're like, hey, most of those people don't lock their shit.
So,
We're about to fucking clean house.
Here's the perks of where I live. You know where I live. I live on a very rich street. my house was the first one built on that house, that street,
That ass.
that ass.
Built on that ass, boy.
Built on that
shit
shit.
on that ass.
I built that shit on that ass, boy.
Ass so big.
But my house was built in 78. The next oldest house was built in like 2002. You know, a whole 30-something year difference. So like, there was a time, like probably 6 or 7 years ago, whenever a situation like that came through our neighborhood, and they were hitting all these rich streaks. They're hitting Jeff Club and Perez, and they're hitting Jerry Nelson, and they're hitting all these people. But I used to have that old bulldog Atticus out. I used to have a pit, like a
Hell no.
I used to have a pit bull mix that just lived outside, and I got phone calls like, hey man, y'all's house get hit in? I was like, no. Like Jeff's, like, my wife's iPad got stolen. The Perez's had like $1,000 stolen from them. The people down the street had like $1,000 stolen from them, and like something else. I'm like, oh, that our shit's cool, and we didn't even lock ours, but our dog used to eat some ass, boy. I just imagine somebody walking in my like in my front yard, and then my bulldog just going, nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
you
ain't coming up in this yard.
ain't coming up in here, because they hit every house. Bruce Hines next door, pool man, you know, like they're hitting everybody, and they skip my house and then start hitting the houses. I'm like, bet.
I think a good guard dog is like, you go find you a good mutt, right? A good mutt. You pick that dog a stray. He's grateful for that.
Yes.
He's indebted to you, and he knows that. So he's going to protect your home, and he's going to protect
That's exactly
where he lives, because you rescued him off the streets. You picked him up out of a ditch.
Yes.
Now he's going to protect your shit.
That's
you know?
exactly what Atticus
That's
did.
what Atticus did for you.
Yes, we picked him up during Hurricane Ike,
Yep.
and he literally got washed up into our driveway, and we're like, he was like this big. For the listeners, he was tiny. Do what?
What happened to him?
Oh, he lived to be like fucking 15 years old. He just died.
Oh, no shit.
Like, he was just old. He lived forever. Like, but there was always multiple burglaries throughout the years. There's burglaries, burglar. I can't.
People robbing your shit.
Yeah, I can't read, and people would get hit like all the time, and he would just. We never had to worry about it. So like, I got used to, like, I don't lock my house. I don't lock my truck. I might now after I put this publicly, but.
No.
Like, I've always just left my shit unlocked all the time. And I always had a dog that would
Protect y'all shit.
protect our shit. Because I guarantee if they're hitting 10 houses on my street and they skip mine,
There's got to be a reason.
there's a
as to why.
reason. I got an old honorary ass dog that's been hit by a car, kicked by a donkey. He's pissed. This dude's pissed. Don't walk in his yard. He's going to eat your ass, boy. And not in a sexual way.
Damon, did you?
I'll tell y'all what broke me. Before I'll go through real quick. I was actually coming to hunt with you and Tanner that morning. I don't know if y'all remember this in Middleton, but I used to live next door to my father-in-law. I still do, but I used to live like in a barn-dominium right next door to him. And in the county, you know, complacent, whatever. And I got up to go duck hunting that morning with Mitch and Tanner, and Tanner's father, actually. It was a very good hunt.
Tim,
yes.
Oh, great hunt.
And so I get up that morning, I'm making my thermos. I'm filling my thermos full of coffee. And I looked, and I put a couple of Sweet and Lows in there, you know, and I didn't have any. I was like, shit, man. So I go out, walk outside, and then I walk over to Gary's house, and he never locks his doors, you know. It's him and his wife and his stepdaughter, and at the time she was 13 or 14 years old. And I opened the door, round through the utility room, and as I come into the den, I am met with a dude that is as tall as me, black male, in his house in the pitch black. And Brooke, the stepdaughter, had her door cracked open with her light on, and she was standing there, she was crying. And I look at that dude, I'm like, oh, fuck. And I just, man, dude, my blood pressure just shot through. And I want to jump on him, but he's got a hoodie on, you know. And I'm like, I don't know if this dude's got a gun. I don't know if he's trying to abduct her or whatever. And I asked him, I'm like, what are you doing? And he just looks at me. And, dude, I'm in my fucking underwear. I don't have shit on. you know. And he's just like, he kind of looked confused. So I didn't know if he was high or whatever. And he wouldn't answer me. So I'm just looking at him. And I told Brooke, I was like, go back in the door, you know, go back in your room, close the door, lock it, and don't come out until I tell you to. So I'm thinking, like, we're about to get it on. I'm about to jump on this dude. And I keep asking him, I'm like, who are you? What are you doing here? And he doesn't answer me. So finally, I'm like, the closest gun to me is in my father-in-law's room, which is a 1911 stuck under his mattress. So I just yell his name, Gary. And nothing happens. I'm like, fuck. And the dude just, he kind of jumps a little bit and he steps back. I'm like, don't fucking move again. And I yell one more time, Gary. And all of a sudden that light flickers on. I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm like, I got to get the fuck out the way because I know he's about to, you know, kick that door open. And sure as shit, he kicks that door open and I hear that motherfucker rack. Shink, shink. And I'm like, don't shoot me. And I moved up against the wall, you know. And he's switched back to being a cop, like, you know, like I am now. He started giving him commands. He said, get on the fucking ground or I'll blow your fucking head off. I was like, oh, shit. And he's like, so, man, please don't fucking shoot me. Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. I said, get on the fucking ground now. And he fucking laid out. And I said, you hold him. I'm going to go grab my handcuffs. He's like, go. So I fucking run out the house.
In your
In my
skimpies.
fucking underwear.
In your skimpies.
And I go grab my cuffs off my belt, hanging in the closet, and I come back. And I slap cuffs on him. And I just remember his wife, Shannon, you know, my mother-in-law. She was so scared that dude had been in Brooke's room that she's like, I'll fucking kill you now. If you touch my daughter, I'll fucking kill you. And he just immediately started screaming. He's like, I didn't touch nobody. I didn't touch nobody.
He was
And,
just there for sweet and low.
No, he fucking wandered off the interstate, you know? And I think he had some mental health issues or whatever. But still, man, to be met, like,
In your fucking kitchen.
in the middle, you know, we live out in the county, man. We don't. And when I ran, I was just fucking floored. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And when I saw her crying, I'm like, oh my God, what has happened here, you know? But the way that situation turned out, though, dude, anybody else, you know, Gary's fucking ex-military, special forces, fucking law enforcement and shit. Anybody else would have shot that dude. Came outside and fucking shot him. If I wouldn't have been there, Gary still might have shot him. But how it ended up, that dude went to the mental hospital. He went to fucking, I can't even remember the name of the hospital now.
Mental hospital, yeah.
He went to Fannin. They brought him to Fannin that night. And he had some, you know, mental shit going on. But anybody else would have fucking shot that dude. You know, but that stuff like that don't make national news.
Yeah.
I fucking, you know, took him into custody or whatever. Patrol came out, whoever's working, and, you know, got that guy help or whatever. But anybody else would have fucking shot that dude. That dude was inside his house, walking around. Could have ended up in his bedroom. Could have ended up in Brooke's room.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, luckily that you were hunting with me that morning, or else you wouldn't have gone in there.
I was actually late. And they're like, man, what the fuck? You know, they were calling me. I'm like, dude, if y'all knew what happened in the past 2 hours, y'all would not understand. And I ran it down to them. They're like, oh my God, you know. But Todd, I will tell you, though, that was one of the scariest moments of my life. Because, you know, I have nothing but my dick to protect myself with. When I make the corner, I'm like, man, I don't know if this dude's got a freaking pistol or a fucking knife or, you know. And I'm not saying that, but
Yeah.
he blended into the night a lot better than I did. But whatever.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I don't know how I would have dealt with that situation. I mean, you have someone in your house in the middle of the night that's not supposed to be there. I mean, your first reaction, you know, is to shoot them.
Well, not necessarily shoot them. It's just defend yourself.
Defend yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because I got a kid, you know, now.
Exactly.
I'm protecting my wife and my kid, you know.
Right.
At this point, you know, it's for their protection more than mine. You know, someone's in my house in the middle of the night, and they're going to probably more than likely get shot.
Yeah. State of Texas, baby.
But I mean that
Self-defense.
goes. Like I've had incidents with Sarah. Like Sarah telling me she was working at Walk-Ons when her and your wife was working at Walk-Ons together. She got off work one evening and she went down there to Westport Arthur and she was at the Market Basket and she was just trying to buy groceries.
Port Acres, man. It's
No, I mean
That's where my wife's from.
bad. Oh,
but no. Anyways, but no, she was sitting there and she was. I mean, I'm talking about she just
I
trying.
work around there, so
She just trying to pick up shit for the house or whatever. With this old, I think it was a Hispanic dude walked up to her, and the whole time like Sarah's like very, very like she doesn't like leaving a bad taste in people's mouth. That makes sense. Like if somebody come up there, asks her or starts talking to her, she wants to make conversation with you, not trying to be like a like a dickhead. And I told her multiple times, man, like fuck all that. Like if you don't know this person, don't talk to this person. Go to your vehicle, do what you gotta do, get the fuck out.
for sure.
Well, she proceeded to have a conversation with this fellow, and the whole time this dude couldn't speak a lick of English. And he just kept telling her like, "Oh, you're very beautiful. You're very
Hispanic?
very
Hispanic.
like LV 20." But anyways, so she was like, like I'm trying to buy groceries, trying to get the hell up out of here, this and that. And that dude kept pressing her or kept pushing up on her and shit like that. And then finally Sarah was like, "Look, I don't feel comfortable." She went to talk to one of the managers there and was like, "Hey, look, like this dude's following me around." Like she went down like five different fucking aisles and stuff. And this dude was like, he was following her like every aisle she went down. And then about that time that I guess it was one of the dudes putting the cans and stuff up on the counter was like, "Ma'am, was everything okay?" And she was like, "No, like this dude he's just following me around." Well, she walked him out to the car, and I told her, I'm like, "Man, look, you just gotta quit talking." I mean, yes, there's certain people you can talk to, but I mean, if you feel like somebody's just following you around, like don't even talk to that. Don't talk to that person no more. You can't trust people nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially all the sex trafficking and shit going on.
I was about
like,
to say, man, we
man,
live
you
in
can't
Southeast
trust that
Texas.
shit,
We
man.
live not far from the border. That being right here on I-10, that is a real issue.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying that dude that's what he was doing. I mean, he
I'm
could
not
he
either.
could
I'm
honestly been like trying to find like, "Hey, can you help me trying to find some shit?" You know what I'm saying? But like,
Well, that's what I do whenever I need help finding something in a store. I'm just like, "You're so beautiful,"
yeah,
and they're like,
that's-
"Oh, the soup, aisle 7," and I'm like, "Oh, you're so beautiful."
exactly. Now I'm not trying to start a conversation off like that. That's pervy as fuck. But
Grundle, so have you had anything just happen to you lately, man? I'm saying just lately, anything, because I know there's shit. I can ask Damon questions all day about law enforcement and shit like that, but I'm trying to make sure you feel welcome here, and I'm asking the right questions. And
man, honestly, no. I mean,
What is the craziest thing that's happened to you in the past month?
honestly, nothing in the past month.
you struck the lottery, didn't you?
Nah, I fucking wish. I mean, we wouldn't be here.
What would we be doing,
We'd be
Grundle?
doing
What will we be doing?
Grundle would be gone. He'd be done
Shit,
forgot about us.
Nah,
if he hit the lottery.
Nah, fuck that. We'd be doing a podcast right now, like Bahamas or some shit, like some badass fucking resort
On a yacht.
right now.
On a
Exactly.
yacht. Yes.
No, man, nothing really has been like bad has happened. I mean, for here since 2023, nothing but good has came to me. I bought a house. I closed on the house on January 14th, and I had my old lady and my sister move in with me.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. But no, I mean, everything so far has been going good, man. Just, working, trying to make a living for myself, trying to buy places or buy shit for this house, get everything going good.
If you ever do any offshore fishing, you need to check out Snapper Slapper Lures, proud partner of the Bayou Dragons. Whether you're fishing for red snapper, ling, wahoo, they get the job done. They've been absolutely hammering the fish on Snapper Slapper. Y'all check out Snapper Slapper Lures.
We're on our
Jay John, I mean, I would tear your ass up right now, Fortnite.
Oh, bro. Definitely. So, segment 3, Jay John hops in. He wanted to be a part of the smoke. So, let's go ahead and just start railing him with some questions. Let's start off positive. All right. So, Jordan, you played college baseball.
What's the furthest home run you ever hit?
Correct. Furthest home run I've ever hit?
Yes.
Well, I played Division II. They don't really track that there. We're kind of a bunch of poor schools,
Yeah.
but pretty far.
How many home runs did you hit in your college career?
Well, if you're just counting like college where I attended,
Yeah.
53.
53 home runs.
Yeah.
What do you mean by college you attended? Do you hit more than that?
I played summer league every summer.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was against college guys around the country. I just travel around and play. So, I mean,
Total amount.
probably 70 something.
70-something total.
Yeah.
Going Jimmy 70-something times.
Yeah.
Call them pumps.
I went-
Pumperooskies.
Selling pumps.
I went Jimmy/Pumps one time in high school, so
I don't know why
Yeah.
we called it that when I was in high school.
Pumps?
Going Jimmy.
Oh. So you, Arkansas Monticello.
Correct.
And you played there for 4 years?
Monticello.
5 years, technically.
Well, okay, I played for 4 if you add the games up, but with COVID and me being such a spectacular student, I went for 6.
So you're saying you're smart.
They gave me the degrees. You take it however you want to take it.
So and during that time, you hit 53 home runs.
Yeah.
Which is now the most ever in the Great American Conference.
I think a kid actually broke it this year. I played against him the whole time I was playing. He had an extra year, so I guess he would have been the 6th year this year. Pretty good ball player from our rival school.
So he beat you.
Well, I beat him up, so. No, that's probably the only category he got me in, but he's a good ball player.
How many records do you hold in the Great American Conference?
That's a good question. Home runs, RBIs, total bases. I try to go for steals, but I'm not the stealing type. Probably like 5 or 6. I don't really know.
5 or 6.
Some of the ones that don't really matter, like hits and home runs, are cool. RBIs are cool. Total bases. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have a bunch of total bases when you hit home runs, but nothing too important.
What was the best field you ever played at?
Minute Maid, dog.
Oh, no shit.
Talking about
yeah.
Mattress Mac on the beat. By the way,
Hey, we
speaking
were
of Mattress Mac, I met him on Wednesday.
No shit.
Yeah, well, I hopped in Gallery Furniture, and sales guys taking us back. I'm going to go look at some, good quality furniture, and he just walks past him, and I'm looking at my sales guy. I look down, and Mattress Mac stands up. He said, "Thank you for coming in." I said, "No, thank you." And I said, "Go Stros," and he said, "You're damn right."
What'd you
True
buy?
story. I got a mattress. I
Did
mean,
you? No
he
shit.
sold it. I mean,
And Jordan, literally, I played Fortnite with him later on that afternoon. He goes,
He was laying on it.
no, Jordan goes, I hope that's, what did you say? I hope that some bitch horse wins or something
oh
like
yeah, they do some horse shit, literally, promotion where I guess the Kentucky Derby's on Saturday the 6th of next week, and if the favorite, no matter if the horse that's the favorite now gets hurt, can't race, whoever the favorite is that day, if they win, you get a check back for whatever the mattress was.
So Jordan's betting on the Kentucky Derby now.
Hell yeah.
He's betting like $3,500 on the Kentucky Derby.
Hey, let's ride.
Let's ride, boy. So, Jordan, we're not going to talk about your time at Minute Maid because I was there for every one of them, and you were trash.
It's okay.
You know what? And
Position
look,
do
you
play, Jordan?
I played third for 3 years, and then I played first last year. So
And then you just fucking go yard.
The
on a
hot
regular
corner.
basis.
yeah,
Did you ever hit one out at Minute Maid?
no.
batting practice.
Look,
From the L screen.
I'm talking trash on Jordan. I couldn't even hold his. Well, actually, I used to play.
No, you hold his jock strap.
No, I used to pitch to Jordan. Jordan would come home for summer ball, like during the summertime, and I would do batting
You
practice
would
with him.
give him BP.
Oh, bro, I would. And you can
Yeah.
ask him.
That's why
I received the snaps, man. He used to.
I used to throw BP for Jordan, and he was hitting people's. They started building fences. All the houses in the outfield at Hampshire, they all have high fence now because Jordan's hitting their tractors.
Well, P May's throwing BP today. Let's go ahead and build these fences real quick.
I'm throwing a BP, and Jordan's going.
In those jimmies.
Porter's like throwing his shoulder out, trying to give him heat, dude.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
Jay
Yeah.
John over here hitting them jimmies out of the park.
But like I went to all his Minute Maid, games, and Jordan never did shit. And then I'd get a Snapchat the week later, and he's like, I hit 3 out this week. I'm
And
like,
he's 3 for 5 with 3 home runs.
yeah, I'm like, what are you doing?
Hey, dude, that's why I'm Jordan, not Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah,
I don't get paid the big bucks.
yeah. I was banking. I was like, man, hopefully Jordan goes. I can be his BP.
Did you have any potential going? Like, on the
Yeah.
fly, like going somewhere?
Before COVID, because after COVID, they the draft used to be like 40 rounds or whatever it was. I think it was about 40. After COVID, they cut it down to 20. But cool story. I think it was 2019. I had a really good year. In the fall, going into 2020, or for that season, we were still, we still played. I think we played 21 games that year. But anyways, that fall we're practicing. I get there after class, and my assistant coach is like, "Hey, hurry up and get ready." And I'm like, "I do this every day. I don't know why you're telling me today to hurry up and get ready." And we practiced. We actually had a scrimmage that day within the team, and I had like a double and a single. We hit BP before I hit good. But after practice, I didn't even know the guy was sitting there, and the coach was like, "Hey, come over here and meet this guy." And I was like, "All right." I walk up and he's like, "Hey, I'm can't remember his name, so and so with the Blue Jays organization. I'm like the regional scout. They have like a area they cover."
Damn it.
And I was like, "Oh, sweet." And he's like, "Yeah, I want to see you hit again on the field." So basically, practice was over, but everybody sat at the field, and I was the only one hitting, and they're just shagging my balls, and it felt so weird because I knew they were all going to talk shit after. All my buddies that I've played with all year, some of them I've played for 3 or 4 years. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I wasn't even nervous because the guy. I was just like, they're going to talk so much shit that I'm like, fuck. But yeah, that was pretty cool. That's about as close as I got. They take you in the room after and ask you a bunch of questions like, "Hey, if we take you, would you say yeah?" Like, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll play for a BJ. I mean, a piece of gum.
Yeah.
So what happened with that?
No, I mean, like I said, COVID hit, rounds went down. D2 guys, they're pretty much, I mean,
Yeah.
They're shafted.
but I didn't really care.
Even if you're-
college was fun.
Yeah, just for the thought of it, though.
Even
That's
if
pretty
you
fucking
were the
dope.
best in D2, you're still, and not saying you're not,
Oh yeah, no.
but like D2, like you could be literally the best player in D2 and a D1 like last picker just because.
Yeah, if you think about it, don't fact check me because I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's about it's a little less than 300, maybe it's right at 300 D1s or something like that, and then there's like 200 something D2s. It's in the hundreds. It's well over 100. So there's that many schools. So yeah, I mean, as a D2 guy, you're going to a smaller school, you don't get the exposure. There's somebody out there
But
hitting.
y'all did play some D1 schools.
When I played, no, we would just play that. Our whole schedule was pretty much conference because we had 12 teams. But I think when Logan played, my brother played at the same college. They played a Division I team and beat them once or twice. So
Yeah, and he was a pitcher.
Well, hell, join the club, man. Next time I call you, we go play some men's softball league together.
hey, dude,
That's like,
I went to that home run dugout in Katy, the new one, and I had hit a few tanks over there. Place is pretty cool.
A few nukes.
Oh, yeah, pumps.
it seems like what everybody's doing nowadays.
Now-
them washed up athletes are just playing men's softball
Well-
down at Beaumont, the complexes.
You say that Jay John's over here trying to swing a golf club.
Oh, come on. We can go play some golf, too.
Yeah, I mean,
I think we're playing in the
I'm
morning.
supposed to hit the ball far, but I can't hit it straight.
Shit, we're playing in the morning if you want to go.
I'm telling you, I
I say
finally
in the
figured
morning.
it out, man. You know how we fucking, see, I'm left-handed. Are you right?
You're a lefty?
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
fuck.
Well, see,
Yeah, I'm
am I.
right-handed.
So am I, though. But I play golf right-handed.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
ready.
So he's all fucked.
Oh, well, I
plays
knew,
right-handed,
I've
he's
known that for a
left-handed.
long time.
Anyway, but I finally got it the other day. Slow, like I was keeping my arms straight, so I'd drive it forever, but it would slice so hard.
Oh,
So I
same.
would cut my distance in half. But if you bend this back elbow and keep your front arm straight, dude, that son of a bitch will go straight as an arrow. I finally got that after playing golf.
Dude, there's
with
so
y'all
many.
for
There's gonna be
4
so many
years.
golfers watching this. They're gonna be like, "Y'all are all dickheads."
Yeah.
I could
He's
still
gonna
whip
be
y'all's
happy.
asses
They're
on
gonna be
here.
like,
He'll be
stop.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, they'd be like,
He will
stop, man.
drive on a par 5, like hole in one.
Dude, what
If he
was
hits
funny?
the ball straight.
I was there for like Damon's first 2 or 3 rounds ever,
I played right-handed,
and
too.
Damon played right-handed, and he was hitting like he's like, man, I can't figure this out. I'm like a 102, 101, 99,
was playing
104.
right-handed.
He was playing. No, I know he's playing right-handed. And he goes, and he literally looks at us. Never told us that he was left-handed. He goes, I'm left-handed. I'm like, what?
Holy shit.
Yeah, but
He's
that's
like, I've been just hitting. I've been like figuring out, and he literally like went to left-handed, and then like his first round shot at 95. I'm like, oh, you just knocked off 7 strokes from actually swinging correctly.
And you play, Simp, you play left or right-handed?
No, I play right-handed, man. When I started playing
You
golf,
never have left-handed clubs like me.
No,
he just
seriously, no.
continued playing
Use your
right-handed.
baseball bat, dude.
no, I would. So like before I got the clubs and stuff, I would go to the course. Everybody had their own clubs, their own bag. I would get the left-handed clubs, like we'd rent them or whatever. And then I had too much of a baseball swing, man. Like what 15 something years of me playing baseball and shit. Like I had too much. Like I was picking up my front foot, just trying to hit. Like I was just trying
hitting
to
a bunch
crush.
of singles.
Yeah, exactly. With that one home run every now and then.
That one home
One
run.
home run every now and then. But man, like I just got to playing with them right-handed clubs, and I was like, man, it just felt more like I felt more smooth hitting it. You know, I went out there, I was using like Nathan or Connor, they would drive, and I just play by their or Thomas, like I would play by their ball, and I started hitting right-handed clubs, and I was like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and give me a right-handed set of clubs, and I actually started playing better, man. It just felt like I can just learn a lot better from a right-handed side than going from left-handed side, swinging a bat left-handed from,
Yeah.
all
Do you
my-
left-handed?
No, actually right-handed.
What do you do left-handed? Crank your tater?
No, I don't do that. I do it right-handed.
What? So you're not right-handed? You're not left-handed
Why the
then?
fuck do you
Dude.
say you're left-handed? You're not a true lefty. So
I
shut the
pitch.
fuck up.
No, I pitch left-handed. When I play baseball, I bat left-handed.
Jordan, does he pitch left-handed?
Yeah.
From what I can remember, yes.
I pitch left-handed. I batted left-handed.
He
But
picks
the main-
his nose
I'm
left-handed.
I'm right-eye dominant.
Grundle. But the main thing, and I'm just saying this, if you don't crank your tater with your dominant arm, you're not that.
No, dude, this just feels weird.
And you
It feels awkward as fuck.
Actually, Porter, it's called the stranger, especially if you sit on it and let it go numb.
No,
it's like
yeah,
somebody
it's
else
just
is doing it.
exactly from the backside. You got to put your fucking leg up and
bro,
backside. Yeah.
dude, I had
Like seriously though, I started playing right-handed. I was getting good now. Don't get me wrong, like I wasn't able to hit the ball as far as I would right-handed or as I would left-handed. But I mean, over time, I started straightening the ball out. I quit playing that fucking slice, and I mean, for the most part,
Christian puts lipstick on his hand too.
nah, fuck
Spins
that.
around backwards.
Nah. But once I started getting good at it though, Damon.
Oh, the wine.
One thing that I did was I fixed my wrist. Like I kind of rolled my hands over a little bit. Was seeing these two knuckles, and I'm talking about my
Masturbation?
golf. No, I'm talking
Did
about
you say
playing.
moose knuckle?
No, I'm talking about playing golf.
Oh, he's talking about playing
playing
golf.
golf.
Oh, okay.
Still. I
we're
mean,
all on three different things.
I mean, I'm assuming we're still in the same. It's the same subject.
No, we're not. We're not.
No?
But anyway,
All right, y'all hammered
so
fuck
J. John,
Yes.
I mean,
fuck me. I guess.
you yeah, no,
I love you, dog.
no, we love you, Grundle, but fuck
He
you.
was talking about crank and tater. I thought that's what you were still talking about.
Yeah.
my right.
So
hand.
J. John,
Use my right
you're a Port Accretion originally, huh?
Fortunately, unfortunately, whatever. Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I mean,
Yeah. So you're
I don't know what it's like on that side anymore.
you're a piece of trash.
So he's a Memorial Titan. Is that right?
No.
My oldest brother probably was for a while.
Big Dread.
Big Dread.
Big
Memorial
Dread.
Titan.
No,
It's also a
Jordan's
bar team.
always gone to school with HF. He went to
Yeah.
school with my wife.
Yeah.
You and my wife used to date, huh?
Oh yeah, all the time. First grade to
No.
third grade.
First,
They'd go to the movies.
they used to go to the movies in first grade and that Port Accretion. No, so you used to be a piece of trash, but now that you live in God's country, how does it feel?
Oh, it's amazing. Well, okay.
Okay, now-
going to college in Arkansas for
Yeah.
6 years and coming back to Texas is just like more of a blessing than wiping your ass and not getting any shit on the toilet paper. It's one of the best feelings on earth.
One of those ghost poops. Yeah.
Nah, you still gotta wipe at least 3.
That's one of those Liver King
No, you
poops, man. So much fiber, there's nothing to wipe. It just,
Yeah.
just falls out.
Dude, one day Liver King will see that we've talked about him like 7 or 8 times, and he'd be like, "I want to be on this guy's podcast."
I would whip his ass.
dude, you would kill him. You would kill him, especially in baseball.
No, to be honest with you, though, we wouldn't be able to sit in here. That dude does not shower. He does not put on deodorant. They said he stinks so bad.
Perfect. Sit.
The
he
last podcast he was on, the dude sat there. He's like, "Bro, I can smell you from here. Like, you smell like shit.
yeah, trash.
Yeah, you smell like a Muslim in a gas station. You know what I mean? You smell like the breath of 1,000 camels. You know, you smell like shit."
So J. John, you came back from Arkansas.
Yep,
You started working in Houston
correct.
because you suck, and then you're
what
now moving closer back to Southeast Texas.
Yeah,
You're about to move back to Mont Bellevue.
yep. I'll be at the Whiskey Barn on Thanksgiving every year, listen to Rance May and the Coyotes,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
and going to the family Christmas.
Yeah, dude, J. John came to my dad's Christmas like for like the last 2 years. Like, dad's like, "Hey, we're coming on this day, blah, blah." Jordan would come back from college, and he's like, he would just be hanging out, and they would be drinking. We're doing each other's Christmases, and I'm like, "Hey, my dad's Christmas is tomorrow." He's like, "So what time do I need to be at your house?"
I haven't started receiving gifts yet, but I'm pretty confident this year. You know,
Yeah.
we made a good couple pots of gumbo, so hopefully,
Yeah.
Robert figures it out.
Yeah, he'll be like, "Okay, so Jordan, this is third year being here, so we need to get him a present." So, but yeah, J. John. So, I mean, there's not much to your life after baseball because you're kind of a
Jesus, man.
You're kind of
Just hammering Jay John.
dude. He's being nice. That dude's a dickhead. But he
It seems like you're the dickhead right now.
oh wow. You know what? Sure, I'll take it. I'll take this win.
Mitchell won't fight him.
I'll take that for you, Jay John.
Appreciate that.
Shut up,
I'm a
Damone.
baseball player as well. I didn't play college though.
Yeah, none of us played
Hell no, you
college.
should have went to fucking football.
Damone didn't play football because he beat somebody with his helmet. We'll get to that here in a minute.
No shit.
Oh, that's a true
Yes,
story.
no, it's a true story. But Jay John, so like after your college career, like you just started working and nothing spectacular happened. So we can get off of
What I mean, there was one cool thing. I went to.
I don't know what he's talking about.
what happened.
I don't want my mom to see this, but I went to a titty bar one time and saw Dennis Rodman.
Dude, tell us about that.
You saw who?
Dennis Rodman?
Yeah, so
Does he
Wait.
look like an alien? in
Yeah,
real
was he
life?
dressed up like a guy or a girl?
we go. I didn't get that far. I didn't want to get that far.
How
So
tall is he?
Oh, he's tall as shit. Like I think he's like 6'8", 6'9". He's just a large human.
Yeah, he's a little taller than me.
But we're so. Hope I don't get fired for this. It was like my first week of work. Like, you know, I just moved to Houston, first week of work on a Thursday night.
Where do you work?
Don't say it.
Okay, never mind. I won't do that.
Houston. But no, we go to a few bars and one of our buddies is like, "Hey, let's go," and we end up going. And this lovely lady that dances there, yeah, y'all know what they're called. She's like, "Hey, by the way, Dennis Rodman's over there," and I'm like, "No, he's not." She's like, "Yeah, he is." And I look back and like I'm far away. I'm like, I see a guy, but there's a few guys around. I'm like, no. So I get up and I just act like I'm going to the bathroom, and the bathroom's right next to where we were sitting. And I turn around, and sure enough, it is Dennis Rodman. And I can confirm because it looked like him, and he had his fingernails painted and his hair colored just like Dennis
He's
Rodman
the only
always
black
has.
guy with blonde hair in the
Yeah.
fucking titty bar. Yeah.
And he had
ring.
and he had
That's
five
Dennis Rodman.
Multiple
five
nose
dudes
rings.
around him the size of Damon and I. So I'm like, all right, yeah, that's Dennis Rodman. So
Pretty small.
Hanging out.
And just before we get off the topic, I left after him, so Al partied Dennis Rodman.
Oh, yeah, Dennis Rodman, you a bitch. But dude, that's funny because here a while back, like I guess it was like 5 or 6 weeks ago, me, Matthew, and this dude were at a steakhouse over in Houston, and the manager comes out, and you can just tell we're kind of cool because everybody in there's wearing suits, and we walk in looking like shit, wearing t-shirts and pants, you know. And he's like, "These are my kind of people," and he's running this joint. He's like, "How y'all doing? Here's our specials, blah blah blah." You know, my name's Mike. Like, what's
Mike
up, Mike?
Jones.
Mike Jones. I'm like, "What's up, Mike?" And he's like, and also, JJ Watt is on the back patio, and we're like, and off the rip, and I wasn't trying to be a dick. I was like, "Why? Like, why would you just tell us that when you're telling us the menu specials?" I guess to be like, "This is an important place."
We thought you were cool with those glasses on.
Yeah, probably so. Because I wear these to sleep. And he was like, "Yeah, JJ Watt's on the back patio. It's his retirement party. He from the Cardinals and came back and did his Houston thing. Blah blah blah."
Motherfucker's 32 years old.
So he's like, "Yeah, we have a." He goes, "We have." Yeah,
Yeah.
If with 32 years, he's like, "We got a couple of celebrities in the place." I was like, "Oh, you knew we were coming." You know, and I'm fucking with this dude, Mike. And then out of nowhere, Mike Hawk. And Andre Johnson walks by us, okay? He's the only person in this thing underdressed than us. He's wearing a hoodie, jeans, big gold chain.
Who is this?
Andre Johnson, he played for the Houston Texans a few years.
Football. Okay.
Yeah, football. And Matthew goes, "Hey," at first he got it right. He goes, "That's Andre Johnson." And I was like, I wouldn't turn around because he had already got me with there's JJ Watt, and I turned around as like a middle-aged fat white guy. So I wouldn't turn around. He goes, "No, dude, that's Andre Johnson. That's Andre Johnson." I said, "I'm not turning around, you fucking bitch." Well, he comes back upstairs and he goes, he messed himself up. He goes, "Dude, there's Calvin Johnson."
Megatron.
No, he said, "No, listen." He goes, "There's Calvin Johnson." I said, "Calvin Johnson?" I turned around. It's Andre Johnson directly behind me. He goes, "Yeah, dude, it's Megatron." He says that Andre's standing above me, just turns like that. I guess the cat like nothing phased him except when he said, "There's Megatron." He goes.
Google this guy.
He turns around
how big he
and he's standing above me, looking down at Matthew, and I'm just looking up, and I'm like, "Oh wow,
Wrong one.
that's a big dude." Like, especially
He's a receiver. He was large.
he was giant.
I don't know if he was in charge, but he was large.
He was large, and the other guy with us goes, "Yeah, dude, Calvin Johnson!" Like as loud as he can, and they're both just like, "There's Calvin Johnson." He just puts his head down, walks away, and then I'm like, y'all kept saying Calvin Johnson. They're just like, "Oh,
Not him.
not him." I bet. And to
Calvin
me, that was
Johnson
even funnier. Was that they kept calling him Calvin Johnson basically to his face. Andre Johnson. Yeah. So imagine on that guy in a black hoodie and a giant gold chain getting pissed off because Matthew and Chase Richardson kept saying kept saying Megatron.
Yeah, that played for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't he fight somebody in the league?
Yes, multiple times.
Who was that? Like one of the main known fights that he did.
I don't know.
Andre, didn't he take his helmet off and?
That beat
Yes,
the shit out
multiple
beat
times.
the shit out of
That
him.
wasn't me, guys. He said that was me earlier. That was
I want to hear that story. Actually,
Yeah, no. So,
That's not
Damone,
a
yes,
story.
you
That's
were
a story.
kicked out of high school football. Correct.
No, I didn't hit the guy with my helmet though.
What'd you do? What did you do?
I grabbed him by his face mask and I drug him around the field for a little bit, but his chin strap kept it.
for a little bit.
But why the fuck they kick you out for?
Huh?
What they kick you out for?
Attempted murder.
Well, I, mean, I kept dragging the guy around after the flag was thrown. You know, I was upset.
Why are you acting like it's not like? So, what did you do?
Well, the guy ear holding me, right?
Yeah.
So the play is over. So I'm walking back to my sideline, and this guy is about my size, so he ear holds me. I said, so I have grass and shit stuck in my face mask. I get up, and the dude's running back, to his sideline. I'm like, I ain't in. So the next time we meet ourselves on the field, he's oblivious, looking the other way. So I ear hold him back. But as I get up, I grab him by the face mask, and I walk him, for a while. The flags were thrown or whatever. And, he's just trying to get his bearings. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. You're mine now. I'm going to take you back home or whatever. And
Push the
apparently-
lotion on the skin.
apparently that was frowned upon. So I kind of just stuck with baseball after that.
Because they didn't want you to be on the field.
I like how you keep mentioning they're about my size. I can't imagine there's too many people in Southeast Texas that are, I will say our size, but you were probably taller and a lot swoller than me. So if he was that big in high school,
I mean, I probably didn't have the muscle tone I had back then.
Well, we're a lot swoller than you, Jordan. You're just tall. You're kind of just a big plush doll bitch. I mean,
What the fuck is that?
It's a
Like a
Vienna-
damn volcano.
it's a Vienna sausage.
that's terrible. Mitchell's back there showing us dirty photos.
It's almost a show.
So, shit. Oh, Jay John, or not Jay John. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
That's okay.
No, I quit.
Damon.
After that, though, I quit football, but because my punishment was like X amount of miles before my next game. It was like, hey, you did stupid shit. You have to run this much for your punishment. And I'm like, no. So
Nah, I'm
I just
gonna-
went and played baseball.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to baseball coach.
Yeah.
I asked the baseball coach. I'm like, hey, man, I got to play baseball. And
I won't hurt anybody.
absolutely.
I can't grab anybody without the face mask.
I'm 6'6",
I will
and,
not hurt nobody.
I'm left-handed. No. No.
No, Mitchell. No, keep it going.
Oh,
keep going.
no, you're talking about hitting a break. Hitting a break.
In the break, you're talking about wrapping it
no,
up.
Mitchell's trying to wrap us up.
Mitchell's a quitter.
I mean, I'm still good. We can go for another round.
Fuck it. Let's go.
Grundle says, "Let's go."
We ain't got shit to do. I mean, I'm on my short weekend off. Fuck 'em.
I still got the one story of their father. So
Oh yeah, we still got another good one.
I got a story about a pistol being drawn on me too.
Yeah, dude. God dang. What?
We got some stories, bro.
26. Look, before we get into those stories, we'll go into another segment. We'll talk about that. But Damon, didn't you say you were telling me about something right in between here? What was it? We were talking about the last segment. I asked if anything happened. Oh, that was the pistol getting drawn on you. And
No, I was talking about me.
yeah, I was asking you if anything
Happened. Well, you asked when you asked it though. You asked if anything happened in the last month.
And you said, well, not in the last month, but 32 days ago,
No,
I had a
like
gun
this-
pulled out on
no,
me.
This happened at least
30 and a half
man,
days.
yeah, maybe
31 days and
no,
8 hours.
It happened 7 days. 7 days. No,
7 days.
It happened like maybe 2 years ago. I think roughly about 2 years ago. We all go out one night. We all get shit hammered at a bar. And I left my truck at a buddy of mine's house, and I wake up the next morning, and my buddy Connor, he's driving us back to so we're going back to LaBelle, and that's where my truck was at Thomas and them's house before they moved over to Winnie. Anyways, we stopped at Stop and Drive. I was like, man, look, pull over here. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'm fucking hungover as shit. We pull over. We stopped over there, man. The whole time, like F-150s came out with this new truck, and it was the F-150 diesels. So the whole time, like we pulled up, there was an F-150 sitting there. No, seriously, they look like the F-150 diesel. You know what I'm saying?
No one's arguing with you. Keep going.
Ecos.
But so we pulled in. I'm sitting there checking this truck out. I'm like, damn, that's a nice ass truck. We walk in, and this is when that the mask. You know, every store wants you to wear a mask and stuff.
Yeah, you were wearing it
mask.
beforehand.
No. Yeah. Anyways, we walk in. I got the mask on, whatever, and apparently I looked at this dude wrong.
Well,
I'm like, well, I don't know how the fuck I looked at this dude wrong. I mean, I was just like, I thought I'd do the kid. I'm like, no, I didn't know him. I walked on, got my drinks, got back to the counter, paid for it. Well, Connor had just got tint on his truck. And the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm telling Connor, like, man, that's that new F-150. That's a diesel now. That's a clean-ass truck. Well, this kid had walked out, and he had looked over at me. And at the time, I didn't catch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know that he was staring at me. I was looking at his truck.
You were scared.
No, man, nobody's scared. But anyways, I was looking at this dude's truck, and he kept looking at me. Finally, at the last time, like I called him, and he was like, he throwing his hands up. I'm like, man, fuck this dude. Like I just flipped him off. Like, I didn't think he would see me because I'm in his corner. Just got tinted on his windows, you know, or got tint on his windows. Well, anyways,
5%.
this kid, he says something. I rolled the window down. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He reaches in his driver's seat, pulls out a pistol. He never pointed it at me, but he was just holding his pistol. And I'm like, man, that's pretty cool, you know. I mean, everybody got a gun, but at this time, I'm talking about Connor is over the hood giving this dude the fucking business. Like, bitch, I got one too, motherfucker. Like, what you want to do with it? And, I mean, what's the kid never did anything. But anyways, he shags ass. The kid gets in front of us. We get behind him. And I told Connor, I'm like, man, like, lay back. I don't want this kid fucking peeling out, throwing a rock through your shit. And then we're definitely going to have problems after that. Well, anyways, we take a right. The kid takes a left.
So we were saying Grundle is a man.
You said
Negative. I never said that. No, so we pull out, man. We shag ass back to going back towards LaBelle. And, the dude, he pulled out a stop and drive, was trying to follow behind us, and he went to the left. And we went right, and we're driving down the road or whatever, heading back to LaBelle. And he gets behind us, man. I called my buddy Tom, and I was like, hey, man, look, I said, we got this dude following us behind us. He just pulled a gun at us at stop and drive. Like, what the hell do y'all want to do about it? You gotta go.
Light as well.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, what had happened? He followed us for a short time, but I mean that was it, man. I called Damon. I was like, hey man, look, this what Damon was he was a PD or a sheriff over there around
Sheriff. Let's get it right.
Jefferson County, and
Not a police officer.
but no, I called Damon. I was like, hey man, look, I'm gonna give you a heads up, man. We got a kid running around with he's buying beer at Stop and Drive, pulling a pistol out on people just for looking at his goddamn truck. And they're like, oh well, the next time this cat, they handle your business. They pretty much tell me, hey, handle your business next time you catch up with him. I was like, all right. Well,
Man, trying to give me paperwork when I'm not at work. I said, man, fuck that dude.
handle your business.
but I mean, I thought it was like we go back to the other topic a while ago. I mean, like kids nowadays, man, First thing you want to do is pull the fucking gun on people.
Yeah.
I imagine just fucking. Hey, if you got a fucking problem with me, step out of the goddamn truck. We'll fucking sell this
Dude,
shit.
that's
real
exactly
quick.
what Jordan did the first time I met him. I said, dude.
No, that was our penises, not the guns.
Oh,
Whoa.
I forgot.
Ayo.
Hey, yo.
Ayo.
I gotta look. You stay.
How'd it go?
I'll leave.
Sword fight.
So Jordan, just so we don't forget on this segment, because we're just rambling right now. Tell us about the time that Travo claimed he was your own. And before we go into it, Travo is Mitchell and Matthew, the two Bayou Dragons. That's their father.
Judge Travis McCall.
Yeah, the JP.
Yeah, so if you want to talk about Travo a little bit before the story, he, he's going to wear a white V-neck T-shirt, nothing on it.
Black Wrangler.
Probably
Black
hangs-
Wranglers.
Not only black Wranglers, he will get his old black Wranglers and dye them in a boiling pot of water to, make them dark again,
With
to make them
black
fresh.
dye. With
Yeah.
black dye.
So that's Travo.
White New Balance.
He's never bought
With
a
the
new
white
pair.
new-
White New Balance.
He's never wore a new pair of black Wranglers. He dyes them in his pot. He dyes them. He has a black Wrangler pot.
And I've seen it.
Yes.
It's true. But me and Matt are the same age, and we're at his house probably before a basketball tournament or something. We're probably 8 or 9 years old, and man, I don't know why I wasn't asleep yet. I wish I would have been. I thought it was weird at the time, but now I kind of hold it near and dear to my heart. But we got our pallet on the the living room floor, and
Yes, we've all been on the pallet.
yeah, man, I'm watching TV and Travo walks out in nothing but a white towel, and I'm kind of not looking at him. I'm not trying to be a weirdo. I'm a little kid, and Travo walks up and
This is getting very weird.
yeah, Travo walks up and I had blonde hair like Matt at the time. He gives me a smooch on the forehead, said good night, buddy, and didn't do anything to Matt. And I'm sitting there thinking like, my eyes were closed. I'm sitting there thinking, what the fuck. and a true, like, honest to God story, I did not tell Matthew until we were probably in high school. Like, we went years, and I finally told him. He was like, "There's no fucking way." I said, "Dude, I swear, like, I'm not making this up." And actually, at his diaper party a couple weeks ago, or a month or two ago, whatever it was, and I was like, "Hey, Trevo, how you been?" He's like, "Hey, man," he said, "I'm not going to kiss you on the forehead this time."
Damn it.
So
You remember that shit?
That's
Actually-
so.
Hey, when
Actually-
he kissed you on that forehead, you should be like, "All right, thanks, Dad."
that's just like one of those things. That you just,
I didn't know where you were going with that. When y'all said Trevor kiss you on the forehead, I'm like, why did he kiss Jordan on the forehead?
Because him and Matt
No,
probably were
it
not the
makes-
same size because
makes-
Jordan was probably fat.
Oh.
But they were both blonde haired. And when you're in a sleeping bag, you can't tell who's
That's what I'm
fat.
saying. Jordan was covered.
Yeah, he was
saw
probably in
blonde
a sleeping
hair,
bag.
He was rolled over, and
you
then
couldn't
he
see
just-
my pitch tent.
He looked back. Oh my god!
But yeah, Travo kissed me on the forehead, and it's just a running joke to this day. Matt, I think I had to convince Matt that I wasn't lying, because for the longest time he's like, "Dude, you're like bullshit."
What, first off, why would you lie about that?
Yeah, I'm an 8-year-old kid. I'm not going to tell you the next day. I feel I'm weird.
What
I'm
the
weird
hell
about it.
What you about to do with that
I
twisted
don't know.
tea?
I don't know if I
Shut
liked
up,
it or not.
I ain't talking to you. No, but the deal is, why are we making, like, dude, if I could think of something like that to fuck around with my friends with, I would. Exactly. That's
not
too
something you can fuck
good.
around with.
Like, you're not gonna be like, dude, your dad kissed me on the forehead. Like, I would say your mom kissed me on the lips.
Or
'Cause-
something worse.
Something worse. But like, I'm not gonna say your dad kissed me on the forehead. That's sentimental. So like, no one's coming up with that. And if you say that's something we joke around about, okay. But Jordan, like, whenever you told me that story, I was like, oh my god, Travo kissed you on the forehead.
Yeah.
I've stayed at his house 1,002 times.
And you weren't lucky enough to get that treatment.
I didn't have blonde hair like Mitchell, because Mitchell had the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Mitchell,
That
Matthew,
means
Luke.
something.
Yeah,
he's been kissed by a judge. Not many people can say they've
Yeah.
been kissed by a judge.
I'm gonna ask.
Exactly.
I'm gonna ask ex-JP Travo to kiss me on the
If
forehead.
you had Travo on the podcast right now, he would tell you about it.
Yeah.
It happened. He
He
thinks
kissed-
about it too.
He told you the diaper party. Oops.
Yeah.
That was my bad.
I won't kiss
My
you on the
bad,
forehead.
brother.
He
I'm not
literally
gonna
he
kiss you on
mentioned
the
it.
forehead no more.
I was like, dude, this is awesome.
Dude, how do you,
I'm glad you remember it.
dude? That is so. When he told me that the first time, I think we were honestly just, I don't know. I was probably striking you out in BP, and you were telling me about it, and you were like,
Porter
man,
was throwing heat.
yeah, you're like, man, stop throwing heat. Travo kissed me on the forehead. I'm like, whoa, What is happening?
What's your favorite baseball movie, Jordan?
Let's go through. Actually, your favorite, Damone, your favorite, Grundle, your favorite, then I'll give you the real
Who's
one.
going first?
You asked the question. It's Jordan's first, Damone. Then it's you
It's like
because
we're
you asked
reading
the
a book.
question.
So my favorite overall, I like funny movies, but overall, For the Love of the Game with Kevin Costner, old Billy Chapel on the mound.
Oh, that's actually a good one.
I like it.
That's a damn good one.
Fucking Major League, man. Fucking yeah.
Nah, The Sandlot.
Of course, Grundle would say that.
It was Sandlot.
I'm going to say
Little League shit.
He's still Little League size.
he's I'm going,
man, but
dude,
Wild Thing, man.
no,
Charlie Sheen.
dude,
Wild Thing.
dude,
Yeah.
Bull Durham.
Bull Durham's a good one.
Bull Durham.
These are all good movies.
Dude, yeah, no,
I
they're
like the
all
funny
great
movies.
movies, but let's go with it's the best. But
Sandlot. He already said Sandlot, man.
I said Bull Durham. But what did you say For the Love of the Game?
Yeah, I mean that's more of a serious one. It's just a good baseball movie. But if I were to go a funny one, it probably would be the Major League movies. I think they made two or three.
If I was going serious one, it would be Field of Dreams with Kevin
Field of
Costner,
Dreams is also a good one. Yeah,
for sure.
build
But no, overall, best-
come, Ray.
Yes.
Dude, how many times have you watched baseball movies since you were a baseball player?
That's not like a real thing.
No, but it is though. I heard it was.
I mean, I guess not as much as a normal person. I can say honestly, from the time the Hangovers were put on Netflix about a month ago, I've watched them an embarrassing amount of times. They're just too funny.
So you've watched. So I've never even seen 2 or 3.
You're missing
What,
out.
on the
They're
Hangover?
fucking hilarious. They're way
They're
better.
weird.
They're the same. They just get better. If not, they're just.
You don't know
hilarious.
where they get the story, but the story is fucking,
It's fucking
hilarious.
fun.
I don't know who wrote the movie or who did the movies, but they're the
They
smartest.
probably
person
just
ever.
filmed me.
Dude, no. The only thing you have in common with those movies is you and Leslie Chow's penis size.
How did I know that was coming, you pussy? Damn it. This is what I have to live with. This guy. You know what sucks? Is my
Dude,
wife
right
likes
there,
him. My wife
you
likes
or
that guy.
Alan and Tyson just fucking KO'd you, right?
Yes.
That's what just happened.
Dude, that was a
In
great.
one.
That was probably the best public
Tyson
burn
just,
of my
I can
career.
feel it coming in the air tonight.
was
Hold
the-
on.
That's getting clipped. That's getting put on Instagram, and I will take my defeat. I'm willing to go with it.
On the button.
Damn.
Right there.
He still got it. He still got it.
He still got it.
I
But
come in, you come on the floor. You know?
somebody asked Jordan.
load into you.
Someone else asked. Someone asked a question because I don't want to get roasted again like that, man. My ass. I need SPF 50 for that.
We need to call ESD, the fire truck out here.
Yeah, that shit was burning, boy.
P-Man, switch topics. What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
That's a good one.
Saltwater.
Bass fishing.
No, freshwater.
Bass fishing.
Freshwater. So, freshwater, and we never did actually put this public. Me and Mitchell did a few podcasts where we practiced, like with the sound system, and then we recorded it, but we never released it. So, the biggest bass I've ever caught. I'm going bass. I'm not going to go freshwater fish because that's a catfish. You know, like.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Me and Damone have caught some fucking toads. We've had hundreds of pounds of catfish in a boat. But my biggest bass was a 9.54. It was 26 inches long, 18 3/4 inches wide.
Toad.
Goddamn.
Toad. The only reason I know that is because I measured it to get it replicated, and I never did. And I launched my boat. And I didn't even kick on the big motor.
Was this Toledo?
Toledo.
Toledo.
Yeah, right in our cove in Palagacho. And I put down with the trolling motor, like, it's probably like 70 yards. And I'm down the bank. And I'm talking to my cousin Ricky comes out on his porch. And he's like, "Get off my god dang bank." You know, like, he's like yelling at me. And I'm like, "Man, fuck off." I'm like, "Come on, Ricky, I ain't," you know. So I said, "I'm going to go 20 yards down this way. I'm going to catch a fish." So I literally get past this pier, and I get pretty close, like 20 yards, and there's a I wouldn't say a pair, it's three. It's 3 little cypress trees that at the time were sunken underwater. And I cast a black and blue grande brush hog, Texas rig. And I'm just sitting there. I'm talking to him, and then my grandfather comes out at the camp next, like across from him, Dennis O'Quinn. And my grandpa's like, "You catch any yet?" I'm like, "Nah, Papa, I ain't had a bite. I just launched it. I ain't even cranked up the big motor." He's like, "Okay." Well, I didn't know it was Pawpaw and all of his friends, all his old retirees. There's like 25 men with the average age of 70, all in this house.
Geriatric as fuck.
Oh, yeah, dude. There's just a bunch of old men drinking coffee, probably watching reruns of Fox News, Tucker Carlson the night before. And they all walk in. No one's outside. I just feel it. Tick. See my line go across?
Set the hook in
Just-
his ass.
Yeah. And my rod goes. I was like, "Oh, this is a good fish." I was in the nitro, and I'm like, I was like, "That's pretty good." It's getting kind of wrapped up in the trees, but I'm pulling them out.
The nitro is called Loretta.
Loretta, yeah. And then it comes out, does the little head shake, and I'm like, "Oh shit,
No net?
no net."
No net.
I'm like, "This is the biggest fish I've ever seen on my line." So I'm on the front, and I'm fighting them. I go around the boat once. I go around the boat twice. My boat's only like 16 and a half, 17 foot. So I go twice, and then I hear, "He's got one on!" I look up, and the oldest man in the whole subdivision, A.B. Clark, he's like 78 at the time. He's probably 84 now, you know. I look up, and there's old men running down the bank.
He's
There's
the
just
president of the HOA.
dude,
He's got one.
there's all these old ass men running down the bank. I'm talking all of them. There's like 12 old men running towards me. I'm like 10 foot off the bank, and I'm in my boat, and I fight them. I just kept hearing, "Don't horse them, don't horse them," like, and then I kept hearing, "Get the net," and I'm like,
I don't have
I don't have a net. I don't have a net. And I just kept hearing, "Don't horse them." And I'm like, Paul, I just finally said, "Shut up. Shut the fuck up." Like, because I'm in a very sticky situation right now. I've already gone around my trolling motor and motor twice. I'm on my 3rd, 4th round. I finally just get it up. He just tired himself out, or she came up, lipped it. I didn't even have my trolling motor. I see Chuck Land running down the deal with an official scale weight, like a legit, like 30-pound like scale, running down to weigh this sumbitch, because they thought I had a 10-pounder. On Toledo Bend, if you catch over a 10-pounder in the Share Lunker program, you get a free mount. I'm like, hell yeah.
Please tell me it's this fish, correct?
No, that one's a 8. That one's like 8.8.
I know, that's still a big ass fish, though.
That's still a big fish.
I thought that was it. That's
No.
actually a good one. He sent me that one back in the day.
That was an 8.8. No, that was smaller than that one. And that's a toad.
That's a toad right there.
That's a toad.
That's a hammer.
That was almost 9 pounds. But I get up there, and it was kind of like anticlimactic because everybody thought I had a 10-pounder. But it was skinny. Already
She was already,
post spawn. But she was on her bed. She was all bloody. I weigh her, and like 954. And then everybody just kind of went, like, honestly, they were just like,
we'll just go home. now.
and they walked away. I was like, this is still like,
Yeah, still a big ass fish.
I'm like, this is my PR. And everybody goes,
yeah, well,
like-
back to the house.
like, everybody was just like, oh, we were hoping we saw a 10-pound catch, you know? So they all walked away, and I'm like, fuck.
All
Like,
right, well, fuck y'all.
Fuck
then.
all of you.
yeah, so I measured it, got the weight, official weight, everything. I was like, I'm going to get this replicated. But then I kind of just talked myself out. I was like, I'll be pissed off because if I would have got that replicated, I would have caught a 10-pounder the next day.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just waiting for my free mount.
Dude, the
That
double
double
digits,
digit.
though, if you ever reach the double digits bass fishing, you've done something.
Especially, and I'm saying on a lake. I'm saying a
Like a major public lake. you know
Right.
what
I mean, you could catch a double pounder in a pond, but I mean, it's
Yeah, no,
it don't-
but
it
I'm
don't-
talking about public
yeah,
water.
I'm talking about it. Don't
you
seem
know.
real until you catch one on the fucking on the lake.
I'm saying like Toledo is like, to me, and this is just me personally, I'm not Toledo, and I'll even say Rayburn. If I catch a 10-pounder on there, Toledo's 185,000 acres. That's a lot of fishing water. If I catch a 10-pounder on there, you're doing something. Like, you're singling something out. It's not like going out to these 15,000-acre lakes. And not saying that's still not hard. You still have to catch it. You still have to know how to bass fish. Blah, blah,
I mean, not
blah.
even that. It was the right place at the right time, too.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, I'm fishing a major body of water. And that's when I'm going to consider a 10-pound bass caught.
No.
Yeah.
I want to catch it on something where I had to work my asshole off
To get that.
to get it.
Anus off.
That dog will hunt.
That
I mean,
dog will hunt.
But I've also heard of people catching, like, you got all these guys that are you got all these guys that are going to these big ass like bass tournaments and shit. Once they let the bass go, where they let them go at? Right
The
there
fucking
next.
boat ramp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fish next to the boat ramp. I mean, I've heard of people catching, like big 9, 10 pounders right there at the boat ramp. You know what I'm saying?
That took you long enough.
I was
You want both?
I was lucky enough growing up that I grew up on both Rayburn and Toledo,
I think that was it.
and being at Mill Creek on Rayburn,
That's my favorite spot on Rayburn.
I can't remember the guy's name, but I grew up reading his sign in front of his camper at his camp. 13.95. Yes, sir.
Dude,
At the time back then, that was the early 2000s. That was one of the biggest at that end of the lake that was ever caught.
Holy shit.
13.95.
I would literally shit my pants if I pulled a fish in.
Well,
like
you
that.
do that anyway because you
pleasure
still
fishing.
haven't learned how to do it. But
It's easier than doing it in the toilet and wiping.
there was a lady. How much time? So we have a lady that's fished in our cove. Excuse me. For years. It was her and her husband. She ran the trolling motor. She ran the boat. We've called her Skeeter Lady. She had a Skeeter boat. We didn't know her name, so we called her Skeeter Lady. Her husband's name was Captain Morgan because he sat in the bottom of the boat with his leg up like that. Yeah. So Skeeter Lady would be running the trolling motor, and her husband, Captain Morgan, would be in the middle of the boat, not fishing, just sitting there staring at her. And she was an old leathery woman.
Probably got some squeezers.
Squeeze.
Nah, dude, she was built like leather, bro. Like fucking alligator eyes.
She'd seen the sun in person.
Oh, bro. Yeah, she's seen the sun in person. She, so we even caught,
That's wrong.
we even had a hump out in front called Skeeter Lady Hump, like out in the middle of the boat lane. We're like, there goes Skeeter Lady on Skeeter Lady Hump. One time, Skeeter Lady came around fishing down our bank, and we're literally just sitting there watching. I say we. My grandfather's sitting there watching. My grandfather's one of those old men that if you start getting in this cove, he already has binoculars on you, and he's seeing who the hell you are.
My grandpa was that guy too.
Dude, and my grandpa goes, goddamn Skeeter Lady on my... So Skeeter Lady's fishing down, and she gets on our pier, our literal pier that we built by hand, and she casts up there. Whole
Sinks into one.
sinks into one, blah, blah, blah. She gets up, has this fish. She's jumping up and down, hooping and hollering. My grandpa's sitting there with his binos on her. And he just automatically sets it down. He starts walking to his truck. She throws in the boat. She takes off down to Harbor Light over in Mid Lake. My grandpa walks the truck, drives down there, goes down to Harbor Light and is like, did anybody weigh in a fish here recently? They're like, yeah, a lady just came in actually about 5 minutes ago, weighed in a fish.
Give
And
it
he-
back.
And he goes, yeah.
Give it back.
That's dude. If he would have said that, that'd have been ultimate. But he, hey Paul, if you do listen to this, which I know you won't, you missed out because you should have said, "Give it back." That should be mine.
How big was the fish, man? How big
That's
was the fish?
he asked. He just said, which they knew he knew that she weighed in a fish since he just said, "Did a woman weigh in a fish?" They said, "Yeah, just here about 5 minutes ago." He said, "How big was it?" They're like, it was 11.8.
Oh my
God damn.
Off the pier where we have just all kinds of crappie rod. 11.8. 11. Give it back.
I would burn her house down.
Dude, she caught an 11.8 off our
not
pier.
joking.
And I'm like, bro, I have caught hundreds
You'd probably catch AIDS before that one.
Dude, there's probably Jordan, especially you, because I know you can't fish. So you have a better chance of catching AIDS than you do catching a 5-pounder.
Jay John, what's the biggest fish you ever caught?
No, bigger than you, buddy.
That's a big
Damn it.
Well, I would say it's a big fish.
Talking
That's a
about
small.
largemouth or
That's a small. That's a smallmouth.
Jordan. So
No,
That's actually
I used to saltwater.
goggle eye.
I saltwater fished more than freshwater back in the day.
I hate people, and I don't honestly hate people. My wife, first time I brought my wife bass fishing. We're going out, and we're just going down some deep point or deep little ridges, basically around some humps, and we're catching white bass. And we're sitting there fishing. I'm throwing the Alabama rig. It was like right when the Alabama rig, the A rig, was introduced, and I'm catching 2-3 white bass at a time. I'm having a blast. My wife's sitting there throwing a spoon, like a 1-ounce spoon, and she hooks up on a fucking Starlight 8-pound test. Just it's just fighting, and she's just sitting there reeling against the
test.
The-
Like it's
like,
still going out. But
she's going out. She's reeling it up. She's not giving a shit. She's reeling up, and she gets it finally up, and I'm like, oh my god! I get my net. I net it. I'm like, oh my god, that's like it ended up being like a 5.5-pound black bass.
Nice.
And I was like, me and my grandpa, we're in the same boat. We chest bump. My uncle's in the boat across from us. We're just like in the big circle just fishing. We're all like, whoa! My wife's already casting out the back. Not even, no excitement. And I'm like, I'm holding her fish. I'm like, babe, you've got like a 5.5, like close to 6-pound fish. She's like, I've got way bigger redfish.
Oh my.
And I was like,
Not the same.
and I was like, hey, I'm not going to call you what I want to say,
You fucking asshole.
but
You're a big
this
bad person.
this is a good fish. And she was like, oh, really? Like, she was like not intrigued at all that she thought that a 5.5-pound bass was a small fish. I was like, this is your first bass ever. It's almost a 6-pound fish on Toledo Bend Reservoir. It's not a stock pond. It's not a bullshit lake. It's a legit lake. And I just thought it was so funny that she was just never uncrossed her legs. And I just hear her line ripping out, and she's just reeling against it, just going.
I've caught way bigger redfish. That's the moment you throw her out of the boat.
When she said that,
No shit.
I wanted to slap her with that bass I was holding in my hand. She's like,
And
I've
knock
caught.
her out of the boat.
She goes, I've caught way bigger redfish. I'm like,
Duh.
well, no shit. So have I. But there,
It's just not the same to me. I don't know what it is. I guess it's growing up on the lakes, bass fishing and crappie fishing with my grandparents, But don't get me wrong. I love catching flounder and specks and redfish, but going up to the lake, man, I don't know. It's something different. I don't know how it is for y'all, but
It's like more of a challenge, honestly.
yeah.
well, the thing is,
Well, half saltwater fishing is half, live bait or
Yeah,
artificial,
exactly.
which, I mean, don't get me wrong. You can catch largemouth with shiners when you're crappie fishing, but
yeah.
everything's pretty
Yeah.
much artificial. So it's
Look,
it's more of a sport to me, I
The-
guess.
Yeah.
This is my argument with it, and I do both. I love both. I've caught big bass or big fish in both, in every genre. Go out, if you're trophy fishing, like if you're going for redfish and bass, or even trout and bass, throw out a dead piece of shrimp in the lake and throw out a dead piece of shrimp in the bay, and guess which you're gonna catch.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're not catching a largemouth bass.
You're catching a catfish and a catfish, probably.
Yes.
More than likely.
More than likely. I'm just saying, I've caught flounder, I've caught reds, I've caught trout on shrimp,
Yeah, exactly.
popping corks. I've never thrown out a piece of dead bait and caught a bass.
Exactly. Yeah.
You catch catfish. Like, you have to have a little finesse, just a tiny bit. Not saying a lot.
Yeah.
And Warhola proved that this week or 2 weeks ago with Mitchell. Warhola kicked Mitchell's ass out on the lake, and he just straight up redfished on Toledo Bend and killed him.
I wasn't going to say that, but, he's sitting right here.
That's fine.
Drinking out of the bottle from the teat.
Snoop D-O double G.
How we looking, Grundle?
You can't read.
Okay.
That's one thing I will say about Toledo, though, man. It sets it apart from Rayburn. Is those piers, man? Those docks.
That's
Yeah.
what that is.
Dude,
It's a structure.
They
It's structure.
hold some hammers under there.
The biggest fish, man, I ever caught was, so the biggest one I ever caught was about a 9-pounder, but I don't necessarily claim it just for the fact I did catch him out of a pond. But the one on Rayburn, like open body lake water, he was saying I caught one about, she was 7.5, right at 7.5 pounds. But the difference between that 7 and Connor had caught a 5-pound. We're fishing beach, man, and Connor hooked into one. It's about 5 pounds, like I said, about 5 pounds. And the difference between that 5-pounder and a 7-pounder, like just the way that it, or how long it was and how big it was, man, that 7-pounder was, I'm talking about, was 10 times as big as that.
You're in
fucking
Beach
5.
Basin?
Oh yeah,
I got a tournament there here in a month.
dude, it was nuts because he hooked into that one. We're fishing late in the evening. And I told him, I was like, hey man, look, it's getting pretty dark. You know, y'all make us last cast. We're gonna shag ass out of here. And he, like I said, he already caught that 5, but we never had a scale.
Yeah.
Late that evening, I caught that fucking 7-pounder. We're coming out of the beach, and we're getting back to the boat ramp. I was gonna call my grandparents, tell them meet us at the boat ramp. And I was like, hey, man, look, we gotta, I got 2 fish in the live well, 1 away. I said, y'all meet us at the boat ramp. Like, okay, cool. We're coming out of the beach. We meet this other guy coming out. Nathan got on front of the boat, and he was like, hey, man, waved him down. Hey, we got 2, we stopped him. He was like, hey, man, we got 2 fish in the live well. We want a scale. We want to weigh. All right, cool. He gives us a scale. We weigh him. Connor was like right at 5 pounds. Mine was 7.5 pounds. I didn't realize the fucking weight difference between them two, or like just how much bigger a 5-pounder was from a 7-pounder. Like, it was just nuts, just how much bigger my fish was compared to his. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, and she was fully spawned out. I caught her on a swim jig, and she was, I'm talking about fully spawned out. Yeah. But just a difference between that fish. I was like, man, that's fucking nuts.
Well, the eggs too. I don't know. You probably seen.
But she was spawned out.
I know, but
Yeah.
I've biggest one I've ever caught on the lakes was not quite 7, but I've caught a 9 in a private lake before. But have you ever caught one of those large, just a big male, but he was skinny as shit?
Yeah.
But he was still heavy. But
Yeah,
compared to a 5-pound female that's like this big, but just fat as
Yeah, it's fucking
fat as a slug.
man.
you
It's
know?
fucking nuts.
On a serious note, and this is the only serious note we need to get into, and then we'll go back to whatever. I had a,
Fuck Bud Light.
I wasn't even going to get into that.
Fuck
No.
Buzz Light.
I had a,
Credit.
I had a fan of ours message tonight, or earlier today. His name was Cody Green. Not trying to get in some kind of, sorrow spill. He just messaged, and he messaged in the right way of saying, like, hey, look, I'm a huge fan. I've listened to all your podcasts. I followed y'all since day one. Like, I love y'all shit. I just had a kidney transplant. I need to, he's like, my wife started a GoFundMe for me. And he sent it to me and said, look, y'all don't have to give me a donation. You don't have to share it if you don't want to. He goes, I'm going to still listen to y'all shit. Y'all are badass and I love y'all. I was like,
I shared the fuck out of that immediately.
oh, I know, I saw that. Cody Green from Alabama. He's down in Florida right now getting a kidney transplant. I shared it on my Facebook and I shared it on the Bayou Dragon Facebook. If anyone wants to help out, you can. You don't have to. By no means. It's whatever. And that's exactly what he said. He's like, look, I know y'all have a bigger follower than me. And I'm not trying to get it twisted where I'm expecting a lot of people to start sending me GoFundMes to share. I'm not going to do that. But he just asked in the perfect way where he was like,
well, where can we find it? GoFundMe.
Well, I mean, it's not
It's
even
on
for
my
the
Facebook.
Dragons, though, man. That's for him. You know,
no, it's for him.
Good Southern dude, outdoorsman. You know,
Outdoorsman, firefighter.
needs a little help, man.
He needs a little help. And I was like, I liked his story, so I shared it. And if you do listen to this podcast and you don't follow us on social media, but you do have a Facebook, Bayou Dragons Facebook, Reporter May, go ahead and, if you want to, give him a little donation. I'd appreciate it.
Hammer down.
Hammer down. But that's all I got to say about in a serious note. He messaged me this whole long thing, you know, and he was like, look, if y'all don't, it don't matter. I'm still going to listen to y'all shit because y'all are badass. I was like, you know, he wasn't asking like, you know,
For a handout and shit.
He wasn't asking for a handout because he goes, I don't want y'all to donate anything. If y'all would share this, that would mean greatly. And he's like, not even to me, to my wife, because he goes, I didn't start this shit. My wife started the GoFundMe. I'm like, well, of course, the women always do. Like, he's just the one getting fucked.
Yeah.
His wife's trying to, you know, help him out.
Wife and kids, man.
Wife and kid. He has a kid. He's like I was looking through his shit, and he's like you know, one of those little league coaches and shit like that for his kid. And I'm like, man, you see, he's a dad. Yeah, I'm going to I'll share that because my wife was telling me, she's like, well, now that you did that, people are going to start sending you GoFundMe like shit to share. I'm like,
It doesn't matter though. You choose who you want to.
yeah.
You
I'm going to
support.
choose who I want.
Yeah,
like
who
if
you
Jordan
wanna
sent me a
help out.
GoFundMe thing, I'd say no.
You know, at the end of the day, he probably looks in the mirror and says, you know, this was presented to me. It is what it is. But on behalf of his wife and kid type thing, he's like, you know, they probably want me to hang around as long as I can. You know, if I don't get this, you know, I'm probably not going to be here that long type thing.
Right.
Yeah. I just whatever little bit, you know, whatever. If anyone does listen to this and doesn't want to help out,
Well, hell, show me the
we
link.
appreciate it.
After this, show me the link.
It's on my Facebook, Grundle. Fuck. Look at Porter May. Like, goddamn.
Goddamn, I was trying to say. Hey,
That's
look,
Porter Bitch May, by the way.
I'll put some money to it.
Good. We did a little donation. I told him, I said, look, and he was hoping that we were going to go live tonight with the podcast. I said, no, we ain't going to do that. That's probably not smart because Jordan's retarded. So,
You never know what's going to come out of there,
yeah, you never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
or me for that matter. You know, it happens.
Yeah,
I mean, hell, I was trying to ask for it, and I think got chewed out, but I ain't fucking hammered down.
no one worry about that noise. I'm eating chips.
I think they can see.
Well, a lot of people don't listen or watch, Jordan.
Okay, so
yeah.
not all
Anyway,
people
It'd be
watch.
dumb to listen to your voice, but anyways.
God. Everyone's going to be like, never let that guy back on. I should have listened to your brother. I'm going to have your brother on next week, and he's going to be like, so my brother Jordan, he's dumb. Damn him.
Yes.
Oh. Weren't we just talking about, what story were we going to tell right before we ended? Grundle got a gun pulled out on him.
We were talking about fishing this last segment. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
I thought we were going to say something else.
I don't know, man. I got a bunch of stories. I got convict stories, alligator stories,
Oh, alligator
fishing
stories.
stories.
Just tell it.
What's the biggest alligator you ever caught? Like,
By hand?
went on a call on.
Went on a call. I can't remember. I think I went with Gary to Mill Creek and Rayburn. That one was 13-1. That was a fucking god, man.
Tell us about that. Did
It was
anything happen?
Big Ray or Big Sam? No, I mean, it went pretty good, you know. Roped him in the boat, and then he drugged the boat around like Moby Dick for an hour until he got tired, and then, you know, we were able to catch him.
How big was he?
That one was 13-1. I can't remember if that's Big Ray or Big Sam.
That's like 4 or 5 of Simpsons. or Grundle for the listeners.
Yeah,
That's a lot of them.
Like 4 or
Grundle.
5 of those.
My all-time favorite though was this big oil family. This guy, the head of this family or whatever, he lived in Midland, Odessa. So like in the early 2000s or late 90s or something like that, he went to Louisiana on an alligator hunt. And while he was there, he killed one. I mean, nothing spectacular, but he caught a baby, you know, about a foot long. Well, he brought that sucker home, and this was right around the time of the TV show, right before the TV show, I think. And he put it in a stock tank that was, you know, 10 acres or whatever. And he went, and as it grew, he shot prairie dogs and fed that son of a bitch for, you know, a
Years.
decade. And by the time he called me and Gary to go catch it, it was starting to eat his cattle, like his calves and stuff. And it was 12 and a half, I think it was. Yeah, in the middle of the desert.
way up where there shouldn't be an alligator.
Now is that legal to keep a baby alligator like that?
Highly illegal. But for some reason, the game wardens did not do anything to him.
Well, what's that shit called when like 10 years passes? It's you can't get in trouble for 10 years ago.
Yeah, like
The
murder.
statute of limitations
Yes,
has
that's
exhausted on that.
Exactly.
On that.
Does that happen for like just wild game, or does that happen for murder?
That happens for most things, not murder.
Maybe not murder.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
not
killing a
murder.
person.
Like robberies, certain things. Child abuse is not one of them. There's. I don't
What
think
was
so.
yours, Jordan? You had something like that, huh? 10 years ago.
Rape?
Oh goddamn!
Well, I would have
JK,
been.
guys. JK.
I would have
Just
been.
kidding.
Would have been 14.
He's still hadn't hit puberty at 14.
I'm hoping to Monday.
Oh, hey. So if anyone is listening to this,
Jordan does not rape people.
no, that wasn't what I was saying. I was like, Jordan's dumb. Jordan, dumb.
I was diagnosed in college.
Do you get a check in the mail?
Sometimes
Oh man, his mom still gets it. That's what it is.
Dude, Leslie,
taquitos are ready.
it's weird that
I heard the beep.
it's weird that your mom asked me out, but
My mom tried to teach you how to read, but you're too damn stupid.
Moron.
dude, your mom taught me how to read and more. We're not gonna go into
She taught me Braille as well.
Funny.
I didn't know.
I had your mom in 6th grade, Porter.
Yeah, in 6th grade, I wasn't worried about you.
Hey yo.
You were still on a Bud Light can in 6th grade.
I used to ask her politely because I couldn't do it by myself to take me to the bathroom.
Yeah, you probably shit in the urinal.
Hold on, guys. I have my waders in the truck. Okay, I'll go put them on. Just wait.
This shit's getting deep.
It's getting fucking deep.
We can't keep going because me and him will start cussing at each
No,
other.
hey, no, y'all go at it.
No.
I want to see who gives up first.
Oh,
This won't be posted if that's the case.
yeah, no. If me and him
Well,
went
let's
at,
cut that section off.
it would just end now. It would be like,
fuck it, they're gonna cut this section off.
No.
You'd be surprised how often me and Porter do this.
Do it. Go ahead. On the count
No,
of three.
we don't
1,
need
2,
to.
3, go.
There's a lot of viewers saying you won't. do
Exactly.
it.
1, 2, 3. Hey,
I'm
P
not
May.
gonna, I'm
P
not
May,
gonna lie,
start,
Don.
hey, P May,
People
start
down
off
here
right
starting
now.
to murmur.
yeah.
They say you don't have the
You
balls
don't
to
have
do
the
it.
balls to do it.
Go ahead, P May.
Oh, look, he's flying.
Go ahead, P May.
No, it's
And
cool.
then he blows his rape
as soon as we,
whistle.
as soon as we finish this podcast, I'm gonna let
Oh,
him
he's
have it.
getting the business.
He's gonna get
Hey, no.
biz.
On the Gator subject though, Matt calls me. I'm getting off work on days one day. He calls me. Hey man, what the hell you doing? Nah, I got off work. What's going on? He said, hey man, you go ahead and cut this gator over in Cheek. I'm like, all right, well, how big's this fucking gator?
It's got an S on it.
What's
Cheeks.
that, cheek or cheeks?
Oh, Cheeks, Texas.
Were you on the
Cheeks,
south side or north side?
south side.
Cheeks.
Yeah. So we get over there. Gary had told us that this gator is every bit of 4 foot long. I said, all right, cool. We get over there.
Every
this-
bit. It's huge. 4 foot.
No, just listen. So we get over there. This gator, he said, "Hey, it's 4 foot long." I'm like, all right, I'm thinking it's easy. It's gonna be easy catch, whatever, you know. We showed up. This old black man walks out. And he's showing us. He said, "Hey man, look, here's a culvert. This is where the gator is." He said, "The homeowner is not here." He said, "We're just the neighbors. We called it in. We saw the gator go in this culvert. Can y'all catch it?" I'm like, yeah, cool. So I get over there. We showed up. We talked to the guy or whatever. I looked in the culvert. I look back in that culvert. I'm like, Matt, this gator ain't 4 foot long. He was, how big is it? I said, no, this
4.5.
No, this gator's every bit of 6 foot, 7 foot long. It's a big son of a bitch.
Like that song. 6 foot.
7 foot, 8 foot. Yeah. No, seriously, that's how it went. So, how big the culvert was, I knew this gator couldn't. There was no way this gator was going to be able to turn around and get me from. If I was to come in from the backside, this gator was never going to turn around. And
Say
be able
that
to get
again.
me
If you were to come in from where?
from the backside. Anyways,
When never mind. Never mind. I was
Nah,
going to say
so-
something.
I usually can't turn around.
hey, so I come in from behind this gator and I push this gator out with a push pole. Matt, he grabs, or I push his gator out far enough. Matt grabs his gator. I'm talking about we hammer down on it. We pull it out of this fucking big ass culvert. The whole time I'm sitting there trying to make a good image for gator country. I don't want to be cuss. I have the tendency to cuss like a son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Well, this
Hence
gator.
this podcast.
Exactly.
Whatever.
I'm pushing this. I got a push pole and I push this gator out. Matt goes, all right, Simp, hop out. You know, I got pretty much of his jaw the way we're able to put a noose on it, be able to grab his gator by the jaw and we drag it out real quick. I'm like, all right, cool. We grab his gator, we drag it out, we bring it back to Gator Crunch, and this son of a bitch was 7.5 foot, almost 8 foot fucking long. And Gary
He was way off.
Dude, Gary had, like, no bullshit. We showed up to Gator Country and Gary had told us, dude, this gator's every bit of 4 foot. 4 foot, 4.5 foot. And this gator was 7.5 foot long. Like, it was like me and Matt when me and Matt put it in the back or the bed of this Gator Country truck, I didn't know how I was gonna be able to put it back there. Like, honest to God, this gator was so fucking big. I was
Because
like,
the gator weight or because of how tall you are?
no, how tall the fucking truck was and how tall I am.
Just kidding.
Asshole.
What a dick.
Dude,
I am a dick.
dude, it's insane.
I
Dude,
ain't playing Fortnite with you ever again.
dude, it's insane how
I'm
many
leaving.
more home runs Grundle's hit than you. But
So y'all have had Swamp Seeker on the podcast, correct?
no, 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
Okay. Did the viewers know him as Swamp Seeker, or is it Andrew?
Probably Swamp. I don't think
Swamp.
we called him by Andrew.
So
Well, he has multiple names.
yeah,
Yeah.
Texas Naturalist. I don't know his Instagram. I follow him, but anyways, we used to hang out a lot, and
Shit.
Yeah, man.
You're a piece of shit, Grundle. Come on. Let us
Hey.
finish the podcast.
no, so me and Andrew or Swamp used to hang out a lot, and one time we're all on the bayou, and my parents live on Taylor Landing, on the that we have a little cove that goes to the back of their house, and we get back from frogging one night. You know, we got some frogs, not too many. We're just on Taylor's, chilling, drinking beers, and we get back to the dock at the end. And Porter, you know, Mark, my stepfather, he's
Yeah, he adopted me.
yeah, well, he's sitting there smoking his cigarettes, and Swamp's like, "Hey, ask your stepdad Mark if I can go catch that gator." And it was like a 5.5, 6 foot, but you know, because it was a little cove. But Mark was like, "Is he serious?" And I said, "Oh, I mean, he does this shit. Like, I'm gonna drive him around. Like, he's just asking your permission because you live here. I mean, you don't own the water, but you know." And Mark's like, if you get bit, it's not my fucking fault. And he's like, "Oh no, fuck it." And Mark's impression was that he was gonna like grab it while he's in the boat. No, I'm driving Andrew up to it, and Andrew Swamp just fucking jumps out of the boat and like just form tackles the gator. And in the back there, it's probably like 5 feet deep. So he's, you know, his head's sticking out of the water, but he just grabs it and like kind of brings it up, and he has it. And my stepdad Mark's just like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is not this is normal to us. It was hilarious. That was back when we were in high school. So
You
he's a funny ass dude.
Did you graduate high school?
I graduated college. I can't answer that question. Somehow I got away with
He
it.
went to college, so obviously.
If you go to 2 different states, I don't think they really check your records,
Yeah, because you went to Arkansas.
Arkansas, they only check your teeth count.
dude.
Yeah, and I think you still have all your teeth almost.
I think I'm missing one.
That's because I knocked it out. You big bitch. Anyway,
I want
Dude, Swamp Seeker is fucking crazy, man.
Hey,
I'll tell you that. I have
that
seen that dude curl up a 4-foot cottonmouth in the palm of his hand and like almost kiss it on the head. I'm like,
Yeah, fuck
what
that.
in the fuck are you doing, man?
and he goes, dude, they're
He's like, look how beautiful this thing is. And I'm like,
beautiful.
oh my God.
me and
man.
you have 2 different.
Don't get me wrong. The dude knows his like
He knows when they strike.
biology stuff. Whew. On a vast amount of things, herpetology, everything else. That dude knows his shit. He knows how to handle most of the animals as well, but
And can fucking blow a duck call.
and can blow.
I'm glad you said duck call.
A duck call, man. I mean, he's the leading man for sure shot game calls. So
Oh, that's sweet.
All right, we're gonna end on that one, Jordan.
we almost went.
As per usual, I'm gonna end off with thank you for all the listeners and everybody that has followed us from day one or picked us up along the way. I guess I'm the only OG that's sitting here, but I do appreciate Grundle, Damone, even you, Jordan. I do appreciate you coming in and sitting down and being a part of this podcast, even though you suck. But thank y'all for listening. This will be out here in a few days, so whenever y'all hear it, it won't make sense that I just said that. So, anybody else have anything to say?
God bless titties.
Hope I get invited back
You will, Damone.
in some more depth stuff.
You will. You will. Next time, maybe it'll be a one-on-one so we don't get, lost in all the BS that Jordan and Grundle throw around. But, Grundle, I do appreciate you coming on.
Hammer down, man.
It's
It took
mainly
some-
you and Jordan. It's the only animosity
Yeah.
I feel.
If there was a wall, I'd be perfectly fine.
Dude.
And it'd probably be a lot better if Jordan was sitting where Grundle is, Across here, it's just like battleships. almost,
Well, I mean,
you know?
like, I love the glasses, but I just your face.
Guys, just so you know, when we end this podcast here in like 30 seconds, we're going to have them wrestle out in the yard.
Butt naked.
The
Dude, and y'all are going to
the
see.
outcome will be posted with the, we'll
Yeah.
post it.
Actually, the outcome, I win. But,
I win.
thank y'all for watching. Thank you for the support. And, yeah, we'll try to get another one out here in a few days.
And this is Bruce Buffer.
Yeah.
It's time.
Appreciate it, guys.